First on radio, first on television, and first in the hearts of his listening audience. Howard Stern is second to none. Humble, pious, just, humane, temperate, sincere, dignified, and yes, he wrote this. Howard Stern is none of these things. Never a more condescending egomaniac ever ruled the airwaves. But right now, New York needs this egomaniac like we never did before. Why is Howard Stern making the biggest sacrifice in running for office of governor? To put his radio, TV, and movie career in jeopardy while taking on the responsibility of running for the governorship? Well, we all have to make sacrifices. So, I am extending a challenge to all other supermodels out there to show their support for Howard Stern. And that means you, Christy and Paulina and Claudia, Elle, Cindy, and even you, Kate Moss. Help us make some history here. It's time to change to Howard Stern. Thank you. And here he is, the man of the hour. You've heard of the New Deal, the Fair Deal. Here's the Stern Deal.
Hey, everybody. What's happening? How you doing, okay? Oh, you're all right? All right, good. All right. What a show we have for you today. You're not going to believe what's going on. Painting Easter breasts. Supposedly that woman's coming in who made love with her mother-in-law. I'm very anxious to meet her. Very anxious. I'm also going to replay some of our classic... replay some of our old bits. Because we have many new markets, many new towns we've come to on the radio who don't believe that we originated the material they're hearing from their other disc jockeys. They stole it all from us, and I will prove it this morning. So we have so much to do. Robin is here, fresh from her book signing. My parents were there last night.
Yes, they almost brought me to tears. I didn't know they were going to be there.
I said, well, my parents called me. They go, do you think Robin would mind if we came to the book signing? I said, well, I think that she would be very moved, very thrilled. He said, oh, maybe we shouldn't go. What do you think we should do? And I said, look, just go over, and you'll see it'll be great. So they called me last night. They were all excited. We went out. First, we had dinner.
It's always an evening.
Yeah, it's an evening. They had to tell me every detail. They go. They tell me big crowd, huge crowd.
Yeah,
and they said
a
that,
lot of people.
Oh, there are Quivers fans, you know. So they said they went out to dinner first. We're sitting at dinner. Your father and I had dinner. And then, all of a sudden, someone comes over to the table. Dinner is paid for.
Oh.
I said, well, you should have eaten more.
What'd you get? Did you get something cheap?
Yeah, could have tanked up in a week. Dinner is paid for, so one of the Howard, all the fans love you. The people love you. Tell the Spanish people to love you.
Oh.
I said, Ma, right now, some of the Spanish people don't want to love you. So, as you say,
they weren't eating Mexican last.
Goes, they don't understand. All the people on the line, they love you. And then when we showed up, we were there before Robin. She was late.
Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
Oh, man. I was even yelling. I go, the nerve of her. I said,
now,
first of all...
time, we left the city at 4:30.
Yeah.
And traffic was... What?
4:30?
4:30.
You should have left at 2. And get out there and my mother goes. My mother starts yelling at me about your book signing. She goes, she should have been there at 5. She could have signed everybody. They had to cut off the line. Many people came up to us. They were upset. You should be sorry my parents showed up at your book signing. Because now I'm seeing my parents sign. They're going to be yelling at me. I said, why am I being yelled at for Robin's book signing? You were late for your first one. I said, yeah, but I learned from the first one. Once I said I couldn't get through the traffic.
Could I don't live on Long Island anymore.
It doesn't matter. My mother...
Wait a minute. Let me say something to you.
Yeah.
I thought 4:30 more than enough time to get to a 6 o'clock book signing.
Not according to my mother. She goes, she could have been there at 5 o'clock.
No.
And signed. I said, well, maybe Robin was nervous. So, listen, I go, maybe Robin was nervous. She want to make sure she gets there a little fashionably late. Just so make sure the crowd is all pumped up and it's big. And she goes... That's wrong. Of course there's a crowd. She goes, that's no way for her to live her life, to live in fear about the crowd. I've never heard such nonsense. I said, look, Ma.
It was traffic. There wasn't any such thing.
They didn't yell at you, did they?
Oh, no.
All right,
They stayed for a while, but I was still working.
Yeah.
when they left, so they didn't have a chance to get a hold of me.
Well, wait a second. Yeah, so she starts in on me. I go, look, Mom, it's unfortunate that Robin was late. I don't know why. I'll try to get to the bottom of it. I said, but you can't lecture me to what Robin has done. That's just not fair. I got to get off this phone. I'm not getting a headache. So then my father gets on the phone, too, and he goes, so I go up there with your mother, and I'm going on the line. I was walking by. Robin wasn't there yet, and I'm walking up, and everyone is yelling to me, yelling things to me, and I told them, shut up, sit down. They went wild. I told them all to shut up and sit down. And my mother goes, and a man came up to me and told me he wanted a date.
Oh.
Yeah, my mother, takes it for real. She's an old bat. I mean, my father can't stand looking at her.
Oh,
she's got giant underpants. She weighs way too much. There's nothing foxy. She goes, and the man, I said to him, you are, don't you think I'm too old for you? And he said, no, I don't care about age. I care about beauty.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm hearing every story from your book signing. And then my father says, they had to bring us in. We caused such a commotion.
That's right.
That Robin wasn't there. They locked us in a room. I said, you're kidding. I go, no. He says, and then Robin showed up. And I took a chair next to her, and they made me, because I wanted to give her moral support. So I said, that's great that you did that. He goes, well, I don't think so, because they made me get up because it was causing too much of a commotion. The line was not moving fast enough, and I'm sorry I did it.
Oh,
no. And my mother goes, you shouldn't have done it.
Oh.
And I go, Dad, it's fine. You were sitting there trying to be nice to her and give her moral support.
Yeah,
while she's...
people were very excited to see him, and they just started asking for his autograph.
Well, I hope so. I don't know. He says, he goes, I don't know. I sat there to give her moral support, but I saw it was the wrong thing to do. So it was a whole... I'm on the...
very happy to see that.
Meanwhile, it's about 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night. I want to go to bed, I'm watching TV. I'm waiting for...
They're entertaining you with
Yeah, I'm waiting for entertainment tonight to come on so I can see, maybe a model or something in a bikini. Something good,
Oh, goodness.
I don't know.
And Gary Baba Booey's mother showed up, too.
And then my parents go, and Gary's mother was, I go, really? Again? My mother goes, what do you mean again? I said, I don't know. She seems to show up for everything. I said, all you have no life. No, but my parents told me.
Very sweet, and I was overwhelmed. I almost cried.
My
it
parents
almost brought me to tears.
My parents were like, we want to go. I said, well, go. You should absolutely go. She'll be thrilled. After all, it's Long Island. She's got all kind of rules, my mother.
Oh, it was wonderful to see them.
And then...
my one problem was Elephant Boy was sitting on the other side of me.
Oh, yeah, that's what my mother told me.
And he was trying to talk to me.
I know.
You're sitting there trying to sign
Did you have
books,
people who get rid of Elephant Boy?
and he's going,
Yeah.
And I said, Fred, you can't talk to me now.
Right.
I don't have time to figure out what you're saying.
Wow. That was harsh. But don't you have people who just take Elephant Boy and throw him out?
It was all right for him to sit there, but for him to try to, he wanted to have a conversation.
And he doesn't get it.
He was like when he's with you at Scores,
yeah,
and you're trying to get a lap dance,
right?
And he's saying, holla, holla.
Yeah,
that's what he was like. I was trying to talk to the people on the line.
Well, now you know.
Hello.
Imagine I'm standing there with a beautiful woman. I'm a horny married guy. People say to me, how come you have to go to Scores? Why do you go to Scores, man? I don't get that. I go, because... It's precisely because I don't cheat on my wife. So there's, I got to have some sexual outlet that's sort of legal.
Sort of legal.
Yeah. Quasi-legal. And then you go in there and Elephant Boy's there, and he's like, and you're like, Elephant Boy, dude, I don't mind you being here. But if you're going to talk to me, literally he talks like that.
Yeah.
And I go, you're spitting all over me. I can't take it. You got to be very direct with that guy. But he's a nice kid.
He's wonderful. I love Elephant Boy.
Actually, we don't even know if he's wonderful. Who can figure out what he's saying?
He's wonderful when he's with us.
Since speech therapy, he's gotten worse.
I know. I couldn't understand one word last night.
He's forgot all his lessons. All right. I got to take a break. There's a billion things going on. I mean, literally a billion things going on.
I saw they're getting ready for Easter here.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a whole Easter thing, bunny ears, and I can't even tell you how many exciting things will be happening on this program today. Even I'm excited to be here. We'll be back right after these words.
Oh.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. The Eagle. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
All right, let me take some phone calls here. Also, I have many things to comment on, but... New York, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, may I please speak with Howard?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How are you? My name is Buddy. I've sent you a number of packages from Buddy Cards promoting myself as a humorous character, and I'm in situations and poses humorous.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
You're not humorous at all. In fact, I was going to hang up on you. When you said when you said you sent me many cards posing as a humorous character, as you said posing, I was going to be hanging up.
Well, okay. Well, thank you very much. But I feel that your readers would enjoy reading. In fact, Howard, I have an anticipation.
You can't call up with a commercial. It's just not interesting to anybody. And these
Be the humorous character.
Yeah, and these people with these wacky notions of products that they put out, cards, and please.
You know, the world is full of Ralph Cramden.
Yeah, everyone's got a scam.
Oh.
They're all going to get rich. It is. It's just a world full of Ralph Cramden. And they all are. They don't see that they're Ralph Cramden at all. I've got these cards. And, and as you say, Robin, be the humorous character. And then I'll probably be intrigued and say, what do you do for a living? Oh, Howard, as a matter of fact, I have a very funny card out.
Yeah, or why don't you come down here?
They are. But he's not humorous at all. He's a bore. Yes.
Hello?
Los Angeles, you're on the air.
Los Angeles?
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Los Angeles, let me just make a comment here. I'm on the radio here in New York. We do the show out of New York. And despite what you might think, I really do not know on a day-to-day basis what goes on in each individual station that we are on. We're on 21 stations, I think, or 20 stations. I've lost track.
21 is what people have been quoting to me.
Yes, 21 cities. And each of these stations sort of runs themselves. They each have a general manager. They each have, management team. And, in fact, not all of them are in the infinity chain even. So I don't know what goes on. But the wackiest station that we're on is this Los Angeles station.
Why?
Because they constantly promise me that they're not going to screw with the show. And then behind my back, they screw with the show. They don't ask me about it. They think that they are bigger experts on this show than I am. Can you imagine the audacity of someone like Bob Moore, who is supposedly my friend? I'm on the team, Howard. I get the show. Oh, man, I understand everything. Sorry, don't.
Are you listening, sir?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna talk to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a point, and then I promise you I'll talk to you.
I wanted to tell you something. Why don't you listen?
When I said you're from Los Angeles,
yeah,
and I heard the Puerto Rican accent, the Mexican accent, I said I want to tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
No, Mexican. No. Okay, I'll try again. So. I said I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Okay.
Just prove to me you're a good listener.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. You'll get your chance.
Okay.
They say listening is a lost art.
But if you talk to your buddy back there while I'm talking to you, then I'm going to hang up on you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
Wait, can I tell him?
Tell him what?
Yeah, you're going to hang up on me if he keeps talking to me?
Yes, go ahead and tell him.
Hey, he said if you keep talking to me, he's going to hang up. Okay, cool.
All right.
Doesn't he know not to talk to you when you're on the phone?
Did you know he's rude?
Yeah.
Are you guys high or what?
Hi?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Listen to me. It happens. Right. So my point is that a lot of these stations that we're on across the country do things in my absence. They have decided that sometimes they need to change the show, add to the show, somehow inject their thought process into my show. I have said to each of these stations, you know what you can do for this show? Run the show. For example, in Los Angeles, we're on time delay.
Mm-hmm.
So after they get done with their commercials, they can get right back into the show. Since they're on a tape delay, if we took 10 hours for commercials and they only had 3 minutes of commercials, in 3 minutes they could be right back to the show. What do? They put in the commercials, they put in the news, they put in weather reports, traffic reports. Yeah. They don't listen to me. I have tried with this Los Angeles station to somehow get them to listen to me. So yesterday, every 15 minutes, they start running an announcement on the station. Now, I know nothing about this. My fans probably assume I am putting them up to it.
Oh, no, they knew right away.
It says, opinions voiced by Howard Stern are not the opinions of this station or its sponsors. Evidently, I guess they're feeling nervous because of this ridiculous Selena thing. And I hate to call it Selena thing because, quite frankly...
It's not a Selena thing.
It's a Selena music thing. And they're running these announcements, some sort of, as if you don't know that the station doesn't share my opinions. And who they're telling this to, I don't know. Anyone who's complaining about my show are people who don't even listen. It's people from Houston. It's people who are recent immigrants who can't even, they're immigrants. I don't even know that they're here legally.
And
they can't.
When I heard it, I said, exactly what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? So does that excuse you? Are you
if
saying...
you're doing that for advertisers, are you saying, okay, don't advertise on this show, but don't punish the rest of the station because we don't agree with what we're playing?
Yeah, or are you? Yeah, I mean, or are you saying Howard is bad, but we don't agree with him, but what can we do about it?
It's a very strange statement to make.
And what am I guilty of? I don't like Spanish music. I don't like opera. I don't like polkas. I don't like country music. I don't like rap music for the most part. I mean, what am I supposed to sit there and tell you that I'm somehow wrong?
For voicing your opinion.
Yeah. We're going to make a phone call later in the program today. We're going to be calling the Department of Justice. Because I started thinking yesterday. I started getting burned up. Mm-hmm. I said, there's a guy, I know he's just a justice of the peace, but he makes an announcement. He's from some hellhole in Texas somewhere.
We can't even figure out where.
Yeah, I don't know where, but I saw him on TV last night. He's getting a lot of coverage. The man represents the United States government. If he is a justice of the peace, that is a government-sanctioned position. Although he's not a full-fledged judge, he does sit in on matters of traffic court, matrimonial. He is acting as a judge.
But is that a federal position?
It's not a federal judgeship, but the United States government. He has got a card from the United States government that says he is a justice of the peace. You just can't declare yourself a justice of the peace. You are doing the government's work.
Well, there are state courts and there are federal courts, and I don't know.
I am going to call the Department of Justice. And we'll find out together. But if a guy gets on TV and on radio and starts issuing warrants for people's arrest if they set foot in Texas, he has violated my civil rights. The only one who has rights right now is OJ. You cannot be a judge in any form, shape, or whatever it is. You cannot be a judge and make the statement that I am issuing a warrant for arrest for something I heard on the radio. If this guy had said, I read something in the newspaper I don't like, I'm issuing a warrant for the reporter's arrest, there would be consequences.
This is a joke in every place else in America.
But this guy, this is not Guatemala. He might think he's in Guatemala. They got a quote from him in the paper. I read it yesterday. You got to hear this quote. This guy thinks he's dicking around here. It's a big joke.
We don't administer law by popular opinion here. The law is written down.
And where is the ACLU in this?
They did issue a statement, but they haven't done anything else.
A statement. When you see a guy who is representing the United States as a judge, and he is saying, you can't just use that position for something frivolous. You cannot take away the civil rights of another human being. Say he is not allowed to set foot in Texas. This is a very real warrant. I'm not saying it would ever amount to anything, but he issued a warrant and showed that he does not understand the basics of our country. He doesn't understand the First Amendment. Listen to this. Listen to this quote. You got to hear this. He's going to kill you.
Because I was going to say, didn't he say something about he couldn't be sure of the law or something?
Yeah, I'm going to read you the quote so you know it exactly. You got to hear this. Here it is. Here's the quote. He says, if they say that Howard Stern is protected by the First Amendment, they need to come and show me. I'm not going to check the law for them.
Oh.
Could you imagine? he issued a warrant that says if I set foot in Texas, I am to be arrested. In other words, I would be handcuffed by police.
Coming off the plane.
Yeah. Where are my civil rights? The ACLU hears something like this. They got to fight this thing to the end.
They should get that guy out of office. That's true.
That's of course. I said, what
else is he doing? I mean, if he's going crazy because you said something, how else is he overusing
his power?
Abusing his power.
In Guatemala, I think, or in Mexico, if you are the local magistrate, you can sit there with your fiefdom. Mm-hmm. And you can run it. And in fact, in Mexico, wherever this guy's from, if you got on the radio and you said something you like, they take you out in the back. You want that kind of country? If this is what this guy wants, what is he doing being a judge? He has a judgeship.
He came from that kind of country.
Right.
Why is he here?
Because he doesn't know any different. And who would appoint him a justice of anything? I mean, when you see a guy, you should be very nervous, especially if you live in that community, that this guy might be actually in charge of some matter that comes before him. Let's say it's just a local thing, like a local zoning thing that he's in charge. I don't know what a justice of the peace does.
I don't either.
It could even just be a traffic violation.
And
you go to this guy and you say, "Look, I didn't do." What are you talking about, senor?
I'll give you a scenario.
Yeah.
You're walking down the street one day, and there's a lot of people sitting on a bench on the sidewalk, and you accidentally step on a guy's toes.
Right.
Then you go out and have a traffic accident, and you wind up in court, and you see the guy whose toe you stepped on sitting there behind the bench. And he doesn't want to even hear your story. He decides you're guilty because you stepped on my toe last week.
Listen, that's not fair to the people in that community that this guy be kept in any kind of position. He's abusive of the power, and also he shows a lack of understanding of the laws of this country.
He doesn't want to know the law.
He doesn't want to know the law. So I will call the Department of Justice on the air, and I'm going to ask them, when you see evidence of a guy who is working for the United States government, who was issued a privilege by the United States government of being a justice of the peace.
I think he's probably a state-appointed.
Doesn't matter. This is a violation. This is as big as it gets.
But the Justice Department would probably refer you to some state.
Fine, I'll be referred. I don't mind being referred.
Judicial oversight body.
Because as much as a goof, he's using his office as a goof. There's a difference between me and him. I am not appointed by the government. I am not charging the taxpayers. The government isn't issuing me.
And you can't impose fines or issue warrants.
Of course not. How can you issue a warrant for somebody's arrest violating their civil rights?
Those are very real things.
Yeah,
One thing to say something. It's another thing to actually do something.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Guatemala. So I don't even know if Guatemala's that bad. So we will check into that later. Okay, you had something to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you think there's like in the future, will there be any chance of you know how you used to dress with the leather jacket and sweats and stuff?
Yeah.
You think you'll start doing that again?
First of all, I'm shocked that you would stay on this long for that kind of question, but I'll answer it.
Why do you want to know that? No, I need to know.
Because he was cooler.
Oh, you think he was cooler now?
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You're all casual now?
Yes, I'm more casual now. I got to tell you something. You can't walk around all day and night in a leather jacket. That's number one. That gets a little old after a while. And as far as the leather jacket goes, that was something I was into for a while, but it's not my scene. I'm not a biker.
It was cool.
It's cool. It's cool. I don't have to be so cool. I'm too cool. That's my problem.
Yeah, I know, but, oh, man, it's like...
What are you, a homo?
No.
Why do you care so much about fashion?
Into your clothes.
It was neat. It was just bad, man.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
He's probably a rich homo with a lot of time on his hands.
No.
Listen to me. I am out of, listen, for whatever reason, I don't know. You know what I found? You want to know the truth? You want to know the God's honest truth?
Yeah.
Every time I saw myself on TV, I'm in that stupid motorcycle jacket. You look the same each time, number one. Number two, I started to analyze it. I said, here's a guy. My mommy won't even let me be on a motorcycle one time. The whole time I'm growing up. I've never even been on a motorcycle. Not even, forget Harley.
Not even to sit on it.
Not even like a Honda or something. You know what I mean?
Not a moped.
Yeah. I had one ride on the back of a motorcycle. I almost crapped my pants. Okay? So I started to say, what am I really trying to say here with the motorcycle? I'm like a gay biker. All right? So I said, I can't be a poser. I don't want to be a wannabe. And then I said, every disc jockey in the country now is wearing leather jackets. I mean, even Tom Likas, who's 900 pounds, he's sitting there in a leather jacket with, I said, maybe that's what I look like. As stupid as him. And then I got to tell you something. I'm 6'5", right? You cannot find leather jackets for me. They're all too short.
Yeah.
So my hips flare out. At the slightest weight gain, my hips flare out like a pregnant woman. And then I got the hips going and the short jacket, and it's really nasty. So I sat down and I analyzed where I was going with my look. Because I am a public.
You know what? I'm amazed that you put this much thought into it as well. I'm amazed at the question, and I'm amazed at your answer.
The guy asked a legitimate question. I'm going to give him the honest answer. I'm telling you. Childbearing hips are out on a man. All right?
I still got another question.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Oh, man.
No matter what... No, I'm going to let you... You asked a good question. Take it easy. I'm still answering your first question.
All right.
You were patient. You were quiet.
You're not going to let him ask that second question.
With that first question like that, I know the follow-up's going to be awesome.
Okay, cool.
Imagine that was the important question. The one he had to get out first. I got to tell you something. And now I see all the disc jockeys starting to dress like me. They're cutting their hair like me. It's annoying. I had a theory. I was going to start wearing a bozo suit to anywhere and see if the a-holes will imitate me. I bet you they would. All right, what's your second question?
Okay, like a lot of, I was wondering, like, how come a lot of your callers,
What?
A lot of people who call you, a lot of your callers, your fans and stuff.
Yeah.
They're always mean to Gary and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to ask them.
Yeah, but
you want to know why the callers are mean to Gary?
Yeah, doesn't you think that's weird?
Well, let me answer that. That's a legitimate question.
No, because they think they're you.
I hear what you're saying. I'm going to answer you. I'm willing to answer that question.
Cool.
A lot of the fans hear how I talk to him, and they take on, they feel for me. They feel for my frustration.
Yeah.
And they take it out on him. That's all. A lot of the fans like to get into the spirit of the show. So they hear that I know he's dopey, so they like to, clue me in that they know he's dopey.
They always look stupid, though. I mean,
yes.
Really dumb.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah.
The fans sometimes are an extension of me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks,
bye-bye. All right, there you go. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1. The Eagle.
650 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter.
1-800-54-STERN. It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Hey, Gary, bring in all the bits and stuff. Oh, he did bring them in. I'm sorry. Hey, I was reading Us Magazine, I think it was. Yeah, Us Magazine. And I'm turning the pages. They send me a copy. They send me magazines. I guess they hope I'll talk about them.
Well, it looks like it works.
And then there was a picture of me, and I figured, Spanish stuff, And then it wasn't. It was like a picture of me next to... Well, listen to this. Here's the headline. Okay. Mrs. Howard Stern, ? Did you read this?
No.
Sarah Jessica Parker. I said, maybe they're saying I'm having an affair with her. Sarah Jessica Parker may be David Letterman's late show leading lady of choice. How come every girl I ever mentioned that I got the hots for?
Letterman suddenly develops the hots for.
He did that to me with the Connie Chung thing, and that ruined that for me. What is this? What, is he copping my personality too?
You don't think that you two just think alike?
Maybe we do. I don't know. Sarah, this is getting crazy. Sarah Jessica Parker may be David Letterman's late show leading lady of choice. But shock jock Howard Stern wants to make her his wife. Although his movie autobiography Private Parts is months from shooting, one decision has been made. Parker will be asked to play Stern's spouse, Allison. I just wonder who prints this stuff and how they get these stories.
That is some decision. Sarah Jessica will be asked.
Yeah. Quote, Allison's not a bombshell. She's a real beautiful, funny woman, and Howard thinks Sarah is perfect. My wife is not funny at all, by the way. I just want to clean that up.
She's funny.
Yeah. But not the way you think.
No.
Yeah, my wife is just not funny at all. She says, you know what? It really drives her nuts that she can say something Everyone will just sit there stone-faced. And then if I say the same exact thing, everyone laughs. And it drives. And then afterwards, when we used to socialize with people, she'd say, I said the same thing. And they all laugh when you say it. And she'd be mad. I say, Allison, don't take it to heart. I said, some people
you even say you stole her joke.
Yeah, right. And I say, some people are funny and some aren't. You're not funny. And what do you care? I don't think she's ever made me laugh my entire marriage. I mean, she's never said anything funny.
Oh.
I don't want anybody.
Not that she might say something funny. Surely she must have made you laugh sometime.
No. I don't remember a time. She's not. She's really got no sense of humor.
Oh, she thinks you're funny?
Yeah. Oh, she loves me, and that's why I married her. She thinks I'm funny, and she's not funny. I don't want to compete.
Have a sense of humor.
I don't want to be with Meryl Marceau and her trying to be funnier than me every 2 minutes.
Each other.
Yeah. What is it?
Do you think Sarah Jessica Parker is good looking? Because we're having a big argument.
You want to know something?
Big argument.
I know everyone's saying on the Academy Awards her face didn't look good and this and that. You know what? You check out the Steve Martin movie.
That L.A. story?
L.A. story. She's good looking.
And Honeymoon in Las Vegas.
You check her out in that. She's a real good looking broad.
Ralph in this. Oh, she's a dog.
Yeah. Look, take a look at Ralph. I looked at Ralph yesterday. You know, he's got that big berry on his face. I see he's got 2 new berries growing out of this other side of his face.
Really? He's growing berries?
Yeah. I said, hey, dude, we're going to Scores today. You better clear out those berries.
He's got more?
I think he says they're pimples.
I'm going to go look at that page.
Oh, man, there's a lot going on. He's commenting on beauty. And Sarah Jessica Parker is a piece of ass.
And John, too. John goes, well, the body, I do her, but the face, ooh.
Yeah. Take a look at his body. Let me tell you something. Any movie she's in, they fox her up. I don't care what they say. She's damn cute. Do I think she's a classic beauty? No. Okay. They say Howard... okay. Howard thinks Sarah is a perfect fit, says a source close to the project.
You have mentioned Sarah Jessica Parker?
I don't think once. Nothing's settled, though, and Parker's people say she won't do anything until she reads the script. Not a bad idea since it's had more than 20 rewrites, which, again, is false. That's already been retracted.
Let me say something here.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I heard Army Archard on that gossip show on E! Saying that he had talked to Jerry Lewis about The Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
This remake they're doing with Eddie Murphy of his 50s movie.
Yeah.
And he said, well, if we get the script right, we're still working on the script. You got to have the script in place before you can start a movie.
Right.
Why, when Jerry says it, there's no problem?
Well, I got a bad spin put on me because, I'll be honest. Do you want me to be honest about that?
Okay.
The movie studio that I'm working for got very angry with me. Extremely upset that I didn't approve of some of the scripts that they thought were very good. And they put this spin on me. They somehow put a spin out that Howard Stern is being difficult and won't approve the script. And that's just, I mean, I guarantee you, I gave anybody, and which I did, I gave 5 very prominent directors these scripts that they wanted me to do, because I said, well, maybe I don't know how to read a script. They looked at it and said to me, if any of these films are made, you will bomb. And I trusted these people, and they knew what they were talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. I know what my fans want. I think I know what the people want from a movie from me, and it's got to be constructed properly. And I don't think it was ever constructed properly. Everyone was given 2 weeks to write a script. I don't even blame the writers. They were given 2 weeks to write a script, and they were put off in a direction that I don't think was proper. They were writing love stories between me and Allison you would want to vomit from. I'm not a lover. I am not acting in any love stories, period. I don't want to be on the screen.
You're no Brad Pitt.
If I'm going to be in love scenes, I want to be with strippers in my studio, down on the floor, them pulling their panties off.
You mean you want to be in sex scenes?
Right. No love. They had me on the bed with Allison, and oh my God, honey, I never had sex.
Those flourishes.
Yeah. Holy mackerel, Lemmy. I would have been Rhett Stern, like Rhett Butler. Oh man, I was going nuts. Each one of these scripts I'm reading, and they got me. I meet Allison at the party, and Allison, I love you, and then. I see her, and her beauty is so unbelievable. And then I see a keg of beer at the party. A keg of beer, and I go to tap into the keg, and the keg sprays all over me. And Allison and everyone is laughing at me. I mean, don't ask these scenes that I'm going to be playing. I said, get this out of my sight. I'm not doing it. It's wrong. It's all wrong. It is not me. And I got to be me.
Everyone else can say you have to have the proper script. The script has to work before you start the movie.
As soon as I say it, they all think I'm some sort of buffoon. But if I put out any one of these movies and it was a bad movie, I'd be a ridicule.
Oh, do you see? This is exactly the kind of crap we expected from Howard.
So then my movie studio put out the fact that I am insecure and afraid to be in any of these movies, which I said to them, my friends, I am the man who stood there on MTV in my ass cheeks hanging out, full of cellulite, swinging down from ropes. I go on Letterman. I go on Leno. I'm on radio 5 hours a day. I do a TV show. I write books. Where do you see inhibition on my part? Where do you see insecurity? I have no insecurity. Show me a decent script and I'm there. So we weren't at the right place, and then all of a sudden I got this rap, 20 scripts, 20 rewrites. I don't know where that came from. I know where it came from, because it was quoted to me by my studio. We've already done 20. I said, I've read 6 scripts.
Yeah, what happened to the others?
Yeah. What is this 20? Anyway, Sarah Jessica Parker says she won't do anything until she reads the script and meets with Stern and the director-to-be. All right.
So she is willing to talk.
Oh, yeah. No, she's into it. Quote, I'm very pleased Howard has fond feelings toward me, Parker says, as opposed to the contrary. So, she is very glad that I feel positively toward her as opposed to being negative about her.
I got that.
Yeah. And there she is all dolled up and kind of looking like Allison, my wife. See? Can you see that at all?
Vaguely. It looks like it could be Allison.
That's right. See? There we go. All right. So there it is. Well, I will audition with her.
But I did find that very interesting.
I will do a read-through with her.
Also, what Army said was he talked to, what's that guy who works with Ron Howard?
Brian Glazier.
Maybe that's not the guy who's working with Eddie Murphy. Is he working with Eddie Murphy on that movie?
He might be.
Because he said that when he talked to that guy, the other guy in the thing, they said Jerry has very little to do with this movie, and we don't know why you're talking to him.
Oh, I see.
That Nutty Professor movie?
Yeah.
Jerry seems to think he's one of the executive producers.
Oh.
Will be very hands-on.
Yeah, well, Jerry's a weird guy, man. I don't know how anybody watches an interview with Jerry Lewis and goes, what the hell is wrong with him?
He's amazing. I now see that he's going to stay with the damn Yankees forever. They'll never get rid of him.
No.
He's going to take it to Los Angeles.
Yeah,
then
it's his show
do a
now.
National Road Show.
London.
Then he'll do London, and he'll finally end in Paris.
Yeah, he told Charlie Rose he's going to be there for 3 years. Hey, I got to take a break. We'll be back after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD and cassette. It's $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. You call 1-800-323-KING next Thursday, April 20th at Rascals Comedy Club. It's Jackie in West Orange, New Jersey, reading portions of Robin's book. For filthy jokes and info, call... Yeah, he's going to be doing a reading of your book. Call 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service.
Thank you.
All the guys are mad because I said, boy, you guys wore the wrong thing for Scott Einger's bachelor party today.
What were you supposed to wear?
I wear loose-fitting pants, see?
Oh,
I have my scores out
for the occasion.
Room to breathe.
I have room to groove.
See, they're restricted. They're wearing tight jeans.
I go to Jackie, what did you wear for the bachelor party? He's wearing jeans, and Fred's wearing jeans. I go, I almost have my PJs on.
Yeah, you're almost ready for bed.
I was going to put a pair of like shorts with no underpants on under here. This way, if any girl bumps into me, I'm going to have maximum impact.
Oh.
Man, that's how sick I am. I actually planned this out.
You really thought about the way you dressed because of scores today.
Thought. I had Ralph come over to the house and pick out my sheerest underpants. And look out. He labeled them Scores underpants. I have a special pair of underpants that I only wear to Scores. That's right. That's planning. I swear to God, that's true.
A man on fire.
That's a man on fire. I'm going to get to go somewhere. I'm going to make sure it's fun.
Remember yesterday we decided...
Why don't you go buy a pair, have one of the guys go out and buy you a pair of sweatpants. Oh, you did? Good. Smart man.
I just want to testify that's absolutely true.
Yeah. Why? What are you wearing? How are the girls going to give you lap dance?
I just figured make them work for it. I got boxer shorts underneath, so I could lose these.
Yeah, but he's not a married guy. He could actually just take off his pants.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't need sweatpants.
Do you remember we decided how you could get to a new level yesterday?
What was that?
We don't want to talk about it.
Did we want to talk about it on the air?
I know.
Sometimes I don't know what I want to say. I got a wife who monitors the show.
You don't want to talk about it.
Too close. Now I'm scared.
Ralph.
Oh, you'll enjoy it.
You'll find out.
No, that's all right. I got Ross coming. He's going to start it all.
Oh no!
I told Ross he can come if he's the guy at the bachelor party who gets everyone somehow stripped down and getting massages and towels.
Ross is great because no matter what you do, you don't feel dirty.
Right, because he's the dirtiest.
Yeah. Guess who Ross might bring with him?
Who?
Celebrities allowed at the party?
Depends on who it is and if they're ugly.
Slash?
Oh, Slash can come.
Slash?
Yeah, Slash is in town.
I heard he couldn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Well, Ross was going to ask him. He said, I'm going to be with Slash. I said, well, why don't you bring him?
Yeah, that's cool. That would be fun.
Yeah, you'd like to hang out with Slash.
Yeah.
But...
You know what? Let's not let Scott Einziger go because he's not cool and Slash will want to leave.
Wouldn't it be funny, though? Is Scott coming?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if he can make it.
Nobody's even asked him if he's coming to his bachelor party.
I can't wait for the big bachelor party.
I think he's coming because he looked very worried.
Yeah.
No, I asked him if his fiancée was okay with it. He said, yeah, she's pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
Which isn't... She won't be Monday.
He's already pussy whipped. Hey, you know, I invited Richard back there. You guys always leave him off the list.
No. I'd love for him to come. Yeah. I'd love for him to come.
You got to think a little for me.
No. You wanted to keep the list. What happens is you say, listen, we're keeping it minimal, and then we get Then we get back in the office and you add all your friends.
Yeah.
You feel bad.
All I got to say is Richard's in my book. I didn't forget him.
Well, I did. So,
Gay Rich can't make it. He's got finals.
Oh. So who's going to be our gay guy? For Neil.
Ralph.
Oh, that's right.
Ralph will have to go back to Neil.
Are all the guys going to congregate here, and then we're going to go over?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So, bring them in. Angry mob. Bring them in at 10 o'clock.
They're getting here like around 11:15.
So can we expect Ralph to wind up sleeping on the street again?
I don't know. But every time we have a bachelor party, it always ends up being good. We got to bring it to the next level. We got to somehow get into towels and get massages.
Oh, God. The next level. See why not.
Yeah.
Why don't you have it's your bachelor, it's a toga bachelor party.
Toga bachelor party. How do we do that? What exactly are you saying?
Everybody has to wrap up in a sheet. That's all you wear.
Just a sheet.
Just a sheet.
It's a toga party. They were big in the 70s after Animal House came out.
Gary, go buy 20 sheets. I'm not kidding.
And that's all you wear to your party.
What do you mean 40?
The girls got to be in them, too.
No, the girls know what to wear. You don't want them in no
you don't want them
you better get 40 because you might have to change them.
Yeah, get 40 sheets. Yeah.
Gary, get down here. I need $5,000 in funny money and 2 more sheets.
Yeah. You get 40 sheets in case we need to change a sheet.
The case of tissues. Paper towels.
Yeah. I was smart last night. I did myself, so I won't be too horny in front of the girls.
How could that be? Now, how could you have done that last night and be able to regroup by today?
See, I thought the opposite. I didn't last night, so I was like a little...
Yeah, but you're single. I'm married. I'll get carried away and break every vow.
But wait a minute. I thought you said that it wasn't good to do that too often.
I do it every night. So don't listen to me. I do it every night, and it hurts now when I do it.
Man.
I do it too much.
What happened to that whole abstinence thing you were doing for a while?
It was stupid. I can't do it.
You know, he abstains when he's sick. That's when he abstains.
Yeah, it's like a smoker. They always give up smoking when they have a sore throat. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna stay off these things.
Yeah, and then you get horny again. You're right back in.
No, you have to empty the tanks, man, before you go over to scores.
But I can understand how being...
How many guys are coming?
About 20.
And we got 40 women?
Yes.
That's good. You know why that's a good ratio? I'm going to explain my feeling.
All right.
Sometimes I end up with a backlog of women, and I have like 5 women all crawling all over me.
You still will.
No, I want you, today this is your job. I want you to just monitor. I would like once in a while have like 1 woman, and then maybe 2. I can't handle
do you
5.
Move,
They line
or
up.
do you sit in one
Oh, no,
spot?
I plunk down like a tree. I plant myself. Roots actually grow out of my butt into the couch. No, I sit in one special spot. Same spot every time.
Does not
So
move.
what is that?
And I don't move for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Your legs
Offer
fall
up
asleep.
some funny money for a lap dance.
Your legs spread, and the girl gets there and dances for you.
And then what happens? Does she move off after
No. They go, do you want me to stay?
In fact,
you got to drag them off.
Lonnie told me to tell you guys one more time to remind you guys.
Go ahead.
Don't let 5 girls dance for you at once. Don't let them push you around. I mean, they're there to have fun and to make money.
Yeah.
But you're the one with the money. You should be telling them what to do.
I know.
What happens is 5 girls pile up on you, and then they all go, give me 50 apiece. And there's all your money gone.
Yeah.
There were these 3 girls last time. They were like an attack team. They go around everybody, all 3 of them, and they hit you.
Yeah.
And then they'd want like $150.
I know.
But I've been there with you, boss, and you know what happens? You get like almost like drunk, and I'll go, hey Howard,
I'm a sucker.
But I'll go, Howard, you want me? I'll like nothing. I'll go, Howard, you want me to get rid of this girl? And you go, get out of here.
Yeah, I know. It's so much fun.
You get dizzy.
So you don't ever change girls?
No, they come and, but I don't change. If once one comes over there with me, and then there's 30 by the end of the night.
Add up.
Yeah, and then I can't even breathe.
It's a gaggle. The perfume.
Yeah.
You're just dizzy.
Man.
Do you want me to, like I used
The only way to get rid of them is to fart a lot.
You know, the funny.
Gary's not
No, that
supposed to
won't
be
get rid of
having
him.
fun. He's supposed to be watching your girl.
Yeah, well, Gary has his fun, but he can watch my girls. Gary, just once in a while, like, pull the back 3 or 4 off me.
I usually have an opportunity to talk to the girls before they come out.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like me to say? Like, should I say to them, hey, Howard loves to have you guys, but you don't all have to pile up on him. You could all take turns seeing Howard?
Yes, I would. Yeah, but do it quietly away from me. So
Oh,
I
no,
don't,
no, it's in
How
another
are you
room.
ever going to get into those extended conversations that you really like about how big you are?
Yeah. But see, you know what, Gary? Don't even bother. Just whatever happens, happens. Okay? You give that speech, then no one will come over to me. I'll be sitting there by myself. I'll be looking at Ralph.
My funniest memory of scores is one time we were there, and there were about 5 or 6 girls around you, and you just leaned back, you looked over at me, and you had this look on your face like you were drunk or high or what, and you could. I got to get out of here, man. I can't take it anymore.
Saturation point, huh?
Yeah. And then I go home and beat my wife.
Right. Sure.
Dance for me.
All right, Ralph. Out.
Out. There's another guy who's not funny. Your other wife, Ralph.
I know. Ralph's the least funny guy. Real unfunny. Yes, we got Scott Einzinger's bachelor party today.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
And that girl is coming in today, right, who slept with her mother-in-law?
Yeah, she should be here.
Her future mother-in-law?
Yeah. And I'll get into a blonde wig and a dress, and she can reenact that with me.
Do you have any idea what she looks like?
Hey, it's Good Friday. And you know what? It's Great Friday. Yeah. Great Friday.
Very holy day.
Yeah, for us.
Incredible Friday.
Yeah, we always try to make Good Friday an incredible Friday.
Well, you're thinking about what happened on this day.
Yeah.
And it could be a bummer.
You know what? I don't think there's one of us who even knows what happened on this day.
Exactly what was it?
Oh, that's right. Jesus got nailed to the cross.
Yeah, wasn't this the day he died?
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd already been nailed up there for several days.
Yeah. We don't have a sound effect for that, though.
That was somebody building scores.
Yeah.
Well, he died for your sins, Howard. That's what they say.
Jackie, you've never really been to a scores party, have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
I was at the one where the spin doctors were.
Yeah, the second Fred Bachelor.
But I only stayed for like an hour or so. But I mean,
you never seem to really get into it.
What are you talking about?
I don't really pay attention to you.
You don't see any. You
all right.
You
Okay,
can't even see you.
Okay.
There's such a crowd around you. You were sitting next to that crazy redheaded guy, and I actually tried to go over and talk to you a few times.
Oh, you mean the lead singer of the Spin Doctors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He came. All I know is he was running around naked.
Between the two of you, there was like the girls like 3 deep around you. Seriously.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
He was running around.
I don't know. Somehow somebody stripped his clothes off and he was naked.
Wait a second.
And I had that thing happen to me too with
At least I thought he was.
with the 2 girls where they come up and they both say, let us dance, and then they dance, and then they say, can we do another one? And they take all your money.
Right.
Because it's hard to bully them and say, no, just you, and you go away.
Well, how's it work, man? Seriously. If a girl does it, you know what I can't understand? When does a dance begin and when does it end?
It's a song.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do they play the song? First of all,
distinct different songs in the song segue, but when you hear a song end, in fact, sometimes when the song's over, the girl's like, she's dancing all over you, and then she just comes to an abrupt halt and puts her top back on and walks away.
No. That's right. I'll figure it out.
But songs are what decides what a dance is.
Okay.
Now, why is it that when I read about Charlie Sheen and Kato going to Scores, they say something about they had a wonderful time in a private room?
That's where we are.
We have our own private party room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a wonderful time.
Yeah, we do.
We're just like those guys.
We can't stop going back. It's embarrassing.
We have to stop talking about this because we have to talk about girls who are in the lobby to get painted for Easter.
Oh, no, somebody's joking.
All right, let me take a break.
So here's
Where's
the
my
deal.
Easter bunny ears?
This is like foreplay.
Ralph got him. So here's the deal. It runs, to both ends of the spectrum. There's one of the Diamond Twins is out there.
Yeah.
Who's, regular.
I know her.
And then there's just some regular girl out there who's real cute.
Good.
How many?
Well, there's 2 for now, but I know they didn't even call me and tell me they were coming. So.
These are girls from our audience who just want to come down and have me paint their chests like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And I got bunny ears for everybody and bunny slippers and bunny outfits. Let me slip into my bunny
So are you
outfit.
going to be painting all day, whenever they sort of straggle in?
Yeah, and in between I'll be playing some of our old classic bits because I'm trying to prove to all these different cities that we started all this stuff.
I got a bunny outfit for Gary, too.
Oh, good.
Big
Oh,
bunny
good.
rabbit outfit?
Yeah, I want Gary.
Even feet.
Yeah, I want Gary in a big bunny outfit.
I can't wear that all day.
No, you have to wear that to school.
Make it wear it to school.
Yeah.
I'll get all the attention, trust me. Chicks dig bunnies.
Are we wearing togas to Scores, or was that out?
That's not smelly.
I like
You
that.
can't do that?
Can't make that happen? Did you get Gary some big bunny teeth?
He's got
them? Oh, okay.
How much bigger can you get?
All right, we're going to take a break, and then I'll be painting, and then we'll be playing some of our classic bits. This is just sort of to show off to some of the newer cities that listen to us, like Chicago and... Hey, who did the Knicks play last night? Did they play Chicago?
No, the Knicks played the Washington Bullets last night. Chicago is, I believe, on Sunday.
Because my wife took the kids to a Knicks game last night.
Oh, yeah?
Did they have a good time?
I don't know. I was asleep when they came back.
Knicks won.
My whole life is just sleeping and working, so I don't get to have any fun.
I thought that was wild they were going to the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't get to take my kids anywhere. I just work. They don't realize that I pay for all this.
Well, what about weekend afternoon games?
I don't know. Too tired. Too tired from work. I need
So
to
the
rest.
Bulls are when? Next Sunday?
No,
Sunday.
Chicago Bulls are Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
This coming Sunday?
Yeah, I'll watch that game on TV. And, of course, Michael Jordan will suck that day. Every time I tune in, he sucks. And then when I don't tune in, he's great. I think I jinx things. I got to admit, man, that guy does a lot for the game of basketball because I haven't watched one game until he came back.
I thought about that last night. I said, well, I guess he is good for the game.
He is.
People who have no interest in basketball in general
That's me.
are watching again because of him.
Every time he plays and I see he's on, I watch.
I guess he's worth every penny they pay him for that game.
No, nobody's worth that kind of money.
Oh, come on.
No, he is.
Except us. All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be back. Well, listen, I got Easter eggs. Who cares about Michael Jordan? We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
All right, a small segment of the show. There's Gary in his bunny outfit for Easter. Man, you look terrific. That's the clothes for you. You got to wear that to Scores.
Everybody's going, oh, favorite part's the fake teeth.
Yeah. And what happened to this? Oh, here's my special little plastic bunny. Papa Bullhigh. Just fell on me.
Well, you've got bunny ears on.
I have bunny ears on, Robin. That's correct. And where's the? And look, and even for our Jewish friends, matzah and Easter eggs, right here.
So we're not forgetting Passover.
No, Passover's. Here's the matzah. I see. And what kind of paint will I be painting with, Baba Flowley?
Ralph's in charge of that. Ralph, step up to the mic.
What kind of paint do I have?
We've got some edible paint and some just regular paint.
Edible?
Edible paint.
Edible.
That's wrong. That's got to be cheating.
Well, put it on the matzah.
Let me see. All right, thank you.
Don't eat that. That's
What colors do you have?
Oh, gee, I just ate the regular paint. Why didn't you give me finger paints? What'd you give me, a brush?
You can do.
Douche.
You can stick your finger in it.
Yeah, and it doesn't come off your hands.
Yes,
You got to
does.
get
It's
finger
like-
cuts.
liquid latex.
You got any finger cuts?
Yeah, I get gloves. I'll get you some gloves.
Gloves? I can't feel anything through gloves.
Hey, you
This
can't.
is the edible paint. You can just stick that
Can't
in
go
your
in
finger.
without a glove.
Stupid jerk.
He needs 3mm gloves.
Yeah, I need gloves that feel like skin. Thank you, Jackie.
Hey, look out!
But Jackie, real generous with those finger cuts. Give me
One
two.
at a time?
Yeah.
How many you want? I just have to.
No, I only have 5 fingers, Jackie.
How many?
Dick. He gives me 2 of them. Yeah, I'll just put them on my 2 most used fingers.
Look, the other thing is you might.
Be generous. Thank you. All right. You'll get your reward at Scores.
All right, here's more.
That's all right. Now don't give me too many. Silly boy. I'll be painting the breasts like Easter eggs.
Why don't Gary's ears stand up?
Why don't you bring in the first girl? I don't know.
Do you have any preference?
Who comes in first?
You could have the regular girl, the girl that's the girl that's a stripper, or the girl that is dating one of the employees of the station.
Yeah, listen to this. You know Bill Cates?
Yeah.
You know Cates is like kind of a strange guy.
Right, he's our production person.
Yeah,
true?
but would you call Cates a good-looking guy?
No, definitely not. He's one of the stranger-looking people.
Yeah, I mean,
I've ever met.
I'll tell you how strange he is. People think he's so strange, they take his pants and they hang him up in the studio. Because, right?
He's got these legendary pants that are hanging up on the wall at BCN. They're orange and black striped.
Yeah, he's just a strange little looking...
Yeah.
His girlfriend's here. Everyone's telling me she's a knockout, and she wants to get her breast painted.
She's got a smoking body. Very.
You know
pretty.
what? I got to leave my wife. I love her and everything, but
Bill
if Cates
has a knockout?
Yeah, if Cates has a knockout, and he's a production... How much... I mean, she can't be after him for his money.
No, I don't think he has any left.
Yeah, because he got a divorce, and he's got 2 kids, and I know he doesn't get paid that much money here. He might get... I don't know what he gets. And now he's got some young girlfriend.
He certainly doesn't have a great personality. What
No.
could it
Cates has a horrible personality.
Listen, the high end, if the guy was making $75,000 a year, he's giving at least half of that away.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe girls like his personality.
He has no looks, no personality, and no money.
Well, he's got a great girlfriend.
He's got a personality.
Why don't you bring her in right now in your bunny costume? Wait till you see this on TV. He's dressed in a full bunny costume. And he looks like such an idiot.
Rabbit tail and everything.
He looks like when your kids wear those Dr. Dentons.
Yeah. Looks like he's got a load on.
Yeah. For sure. I'm putting on all the finger cuts. What the hell? As long as I'm painting the girls.
You better.
Ralph gives me a brush. What are you going to do with that? Dope.
I think that a brush... Well, you're not... Well, how are you painting the breasts? Are you painting them all one color, or are they going to have design?
No, like an Easter egg.
This is Mary.
Let me see. Wow. Cates.
This is Cates' girlfriend?
Yeah, what a nice... Oh, Cates, are you going to watch me paint your girlfriend?
I just told him to come in for a second.
All right, yeah. This is Cates. Hey, Cates, give him a microphone, will you?
Put your face on the camera there.
Cates, you must have lots of Coke.
Oh, yeah.
To get her.
No. Absolutely not.
You're not into Coke?
No.
Oh, really?
Where'd you meet him?
At a festival.
At what kind of hippie festival? Because he's a hippie.
Yeah.
You look like a hippie girl.
Are you a stripper?
No.
Man, look at your body. So how come you want to get your breast painted?
I thought it would be fun.
Oh, you're damn right it's going to be fun. Cates, and you don't care?
No, not at all. She's a friend. She does what she likes.
Look at Cates. He's got her.
I don't believe
I'm getting a divorce, too.
Why?
You think he's
Why?
cute?
You think he's cute?
I think William's very attractive.
William.
William?
You think he's attractive?
Yes.
Then you must think I'm God.
I think you're attractive.
I'm 10 times better looking than that.
Look at William. He's so cute.
William.
Wow. Would you lie to her and tell her you're making a lot more money or something?
No. We're just buddies. She's a good friend of my girlfriend.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, she's not your girlfriend.
Oh, she's not your girlfriend?
No.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, I thought it was your girlfriend. You told everyone this was your girlfriend.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. He told everybody. I think he's lying now. I really do. You told me for weeks that your girlfriend was going to come in.
No, I said my friend.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, what is going on?
Kate's trying to make us all think that's his girlfriend. Oh, so that's not... So you're not dating Kate?
No.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, right. Gary, right? He was lying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He said because it started on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I know.
Can I bring my girlfriend in?
Oh, he wanted us all to think he had this hot girl for his girlfriend.
I think I said my girl who's a friend.
Kate, you're pathetic, man.
Or something now.
Kate, you actually got some girl to pretend to be your girlfriend so we'd all be impressed?
No.
Oh, man. William.
That's absurd. That's ridiculous.
Absurd. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, get out of here while I paint her chest.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want you watching me. Yeah. Hey, thanks for bringing her in anyway.
Sure.
What's your first name?
Mary.
All right, Mary, what would you like? Would you like 2 Easter eggs?
Yes.
You would? All right, remove your top. I'm like a doctor. Don't be inhibited.
Again, I have to ask,
Come on
are
over
you
here.
like painting the Fabergé eggs or...
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, Robin. Whatever happens. Who cares what it looks like?
Plain old dye job.
You're not a stripper at all? You got some body. What do you do?
I actually work for the state of New York.
Do you really? Excellent.
She's a justice of the peace.
You got some body on you, though. And what are you, you just like a real horny girl and stuff?
I guess so.
Really? You have a boyfriend?
No.
With a body like that, you don't have a boyfriend?
No.
Hey, come over here. I'll paint you. Wow, nice chest,
Just
too.
Climbing out of those clothes is no
Man,
problem.
no problem. You don't mind being naked in front of guys?
No.
Not at all? Have you ever been... Come over here. Holy mackerel. Boy, do we track some live wires. You don't mind being naked in front of guys?
No, not at all.
This is not your first time?
Hey, step over here. Are you attracted to me at all? No? Really? It's that bad?
No, well, you know.
Come on, I'm not that bad.
Yeah,
How old are you?
25.
Oh, 25. Believe me, I could have better than you. I'm not attracted to you either then. Nice. What do you get on? A thon?
No, just...
Regular underpants? All right. So you want me to paint these? What? So why are you here? You just thought it'd be fun?
Yeah.
You're nervous?
Not really.
Don't be, because we're idiots. Just aside from having a radio show, we're just jerks. Look at Gary in that bunny costume, lusting at her, leering. Do you mind not leering in that bunny costume?
I wasn't even looking at her. I was looking at the floor.
This is the day Jesus Christ died, for Christ's sake.
And like I care.
All right. What are you don't care that Jesus died?
I care that he died for my sins.
All right.
What am I going to do?
He doesn't care.
2,000 years ago.
What is he going to do? You know what? He can't do anything about anything. He's right.
It was 2,000 years ago. Get over it.
All right. Your chest is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. Not too big. Hey, don't you? What do you guys think?
Beautiful. Just right.
All right, what would you like? Let me see. Let me just do something wild on your chest. Okay? Do you mind?
No,
All
I
right.
actually brought a picture.
I'm sorry.
I brought a picture. I was painted last year as a lynx. I was body painted.
Oh, you were?
You want to see it?
You want me to body paint you?
No.
Okay, yeah, that would take way too long, Robin, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
All right, okay,
That'd be the rest of the program.
You don't have a boyfriend?
No.
All right, you want this yellow edible paint or you want the purple paint?
Purple paint.
Purple paint? All right.
What is he going to do with edible?
I'm sorry?
You only have 2 colors?
No, I have red.
Oh.
You want red?
Let's go for the purple.
All right. Now, I'm using finger cuts. You don't mind? No. Okay. Super.
I think you should use the brushes.
I didn't go through all this trouble to use brushes. All right, if you get too turned on, just stop me, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. La-da-dee.
La-da-dee.
I like your ears.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad. Wow, this is
She
great.
can't look at you while you're painting her.
How come you're not looking at me? Want to make out while I do this? Hey, look at that. You're getting aroused.
No.
All right, what do you think of that? What do you think of that? Great. How's that? How do you like that?
Glob them with purple paint.
I just put like a glob of purple paint on. You don't think I really care what it looks like, do you? A red outline? Yeah, now I'm going to put... Would you like a red outline?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so crazy.
Red. Oh, man. If I was alone with you, forget it. Robin, look at how beautiful she looks now. Look at that. Isn't that cute? How's that? How do you like that?
Very nice.
Now you got to let them dry.
Yeah.
You want just one breast?
You know, I
you
kind of...
didn't do 2?
All right, let me do the other one. And now I'm going to do this one in red with a purple outline.
You're wild.
Nipple, too.
All right, I'll do that as well. Let me give that... No, let me give
Good
it...
idea.
Oh, yellow, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that felt good. I don't know how that was... how was that for you?
I thought you couldn't...
Awesome? You liked it, right? Now I'm growing on you.
I thought you couldn't feel through those finger cups.
I really can't feel anything.
You look like a real artist, huh?
This is really hard work. You know what I'm going to do? Because I like you, I'm going to put a little yellow right in the center of the egg.
That's for good luck?
Yes, look at that.
Like the yolk.
Oh, wait, it's not staying on. Hold on. Forgive me. I need to rub harder.
Oh, dear.
Yuck.
Well, this is edible. How's that? Doesn't that look cute?
It does.
All right. Very nice.
Is that it?
Have you ever been, like, with 2 guys at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, you have? You ever been?
Look out.
You ever do any lesbianism?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
No kidding. When did you do that?
I don't know. Probably like a couple months ago.
You did lesbianism? Oh, man.
How'd that happen?
Did you take any pictures?
No. No.
That's gross that they didn't
take.
And where'd you meet this girl?
I think I knew her for a couple of years and had like discussed.
Was she as hot as you? Did she have a really good body?
Awesome body.
Really? Mm-hmm. And you would discuss, hey, we should try this sometime?
Yeah, and we both were like at a bar drinking and.
Drinking always.
Our inhibitions were
it
down.
Seems that alcohol always precedes these events.
And what were you wearing at the bar?
I had on this really, like those baby doll dresses, but really short.
Yeah,
and,
with those black thigh-high stockings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you want to hear something really weird?
Yeah.
Kate's has seen her naked, though, even though it's not his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because they all go, like, him and his girlfriend or her, they go skinny dipping and stuff.
Oh, they do? Has Kate's had you?
No.
He hasn't. Have you?
Do you want to?
Do you want him?
No, I like him as a friend.
You don't? Yeah. I can see that. Thank God.
I kind of like guys that are my age.
Yeah.
Longish hair.
Or guys who look more like me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like 41, washed out, big nose. Yeah, my type. So, You're a little turned on from this whole experience, aren't you?
And it was definitely fun.
Yeah, you look a little woozy. Why don't you, Gary, take her out and let her sit down. She looks a little woozy from it.
Where do you go to dry?
I know. What are we going to do? Because we're not allowed to let them walk through the hallways naked yet.
We need
really
a
not
little
dry
paper.
yet.
Yeah, give her a towel or something.
No. You need paper or something.
Yeah.
How about if she just sits back there and dries?
Yeah, sit down and dry out.
And we'll do the next one.
So you're sitting at the bar and you were drunk?
No, just, kind of buzzed.
Kind of what?
Kind of buzzed. Not drunk or anything.
That is now the funniest thing I have ever seen.
How do
I just saw some breasts.
How do they look? Guys, isn't that nice what I did to her?
It's true.
Isn't that great?
They look better.
that is
St. Patrick's Day. See, St. Patrick's Day is only green.
Yeah.
I think this goes a lot farther.
She's purple and red and yellow. You're a vision. What do you have? 2 other you ladies who need this done? Let me take a break and I'll finish them off. So what happened? You were at the bar and then she said to you, "I want to get."
No, she was like.
Come over here.
Go over to Mike.
Come over to the microphone. I don't want to miss one word of this lesbian stuff.
No, she was like stroking my butt and we were dancing around.
You were dancing in the bar and she was stroking your butt?
Yeah.
And you were wearing that short little outfit?
Yeah.
And then what was she wearing?
I think she was wearing tight jeans and a bodysuit.
Can you rub my legs while he's telling me this? No, all right, you're right. She was wearing tight jeans.
Scores later.
I know.
Calm down.
Tight jeans and a bodysuit?
Mm-hmm.
Want to come to scores later?
I don't even know what it is.
It's a social club.
A gentleman's club.
A gentleman's club. All right, anyway, so you went over there, and she was stroking, and she was like...
She kept rubbing my butt.
And you were like, whoa, what are you doing? In front of everyone, were people looking at you?
No, not until she came over and she started to whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
And I definitely started to blush because there was a guy.
And what was she saying? Hey, I want you.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Wow.
I want you, and I was
really
embarrassed.
And you started turning red, but you got excited, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And you'd never done lesbianism before.
I had.
Oh, you had. And you were really excited, and.
Oh yeah.
And then what happened? You went back to your place?
Yeah.
And what happened when you got in there? Was there like uncomfortable moment for a while, like sitting on the couch and having a couple more drinks?
Actually,
it was? Yeah, I've worked this out of my mind a bunch of times. So you're sitting on the couch and like, what are you talking and stuff? And she's afraid to make a move.
No, I was afraid to make a move, so she made the move.
And then all of a sudden she leaned over and started kissing you?
Yeah, I think she was kissing my neck.
And that really turned you on?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I gotta go see that. Do you have any tape of it? Any pictures or anything?
No.
All right, see if you can videotape that and send that to me. Next time that happens.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it with her again? Why is it they only do it once and then they never do it again?
Because it was just a novelty. They're not really into women, Howard. They'd rather have relationships with men.
All right, sit over there and let your brush dry. All right. I got to take a break, Robin.
The things you hear on this show.
Yeah, I know.
Sit over here and let your breast dry.
I have 2 more girls to paint, and then we have to get to some of our best bits ever because we're trying to impress the other cities. I also have a bunch of things to comment on. We have, in fact, we have that woman who made love to her mother-in-law stopping by, supposedly.
It's a full sex show today.
It turned into a sex show. But all right, you know what? I won't dwell on the Easter egg painting because we have the girls will come in. I'll be very professional about it. I'll paint their breasts, and then we'll be done with it right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
All right, I got to paint some. We're getting into the Easter spirit here with some paints, and some women have come in and requested that I paint their chests like Easter eggs, and that's what I'm busy doing. And we're getting to meet the girls. It's always fun. Hey, Gary, quickly, the other 2, and let's keep this thing moving along. We have so much to get to today.
Retard.
Yeah, where is he? You ever have 2 girls at the same time? No. No? Not yet? Who do we have? Hey, who's this?
Oh.
Is she just like a regular girl?
Regular young girl.
You're not even a stripper?
No.
Wow.
I'm 18.
You're 18?
Yeah.
And I know what I want.
Yeah, and your parents let you get all those eyebrow piercings and junk?
Yeah, I just got a piercing yesterday.
Where?
Right below.
Hey, your private parts?
Yeah.
You mean you're continuing the show without me?
Yeah.
Hi, Robin.
Good morning. We were out there having a religious discussion.
Who was?
Me, Tom, Jackie, We're all trying to decide if Jesus died today or it took him a long time to die on the cross and he just died today.
Yeah, well, maybe you ought to shift gears from Jesus and concentrate on this woman's breast.
Hey,
We're doing God's work here.
So wait a second. You're 18. Do you still live at home?
No, I live in actually, I live with my grandparents.
Oh, you do? So would your parents abandon you or something?
No, I just left.
Because she has, like, this is a real rebel. She has, like, piercings and her...
Yeah, see, in the eyebrow.
My hair is purple.
Oh, yeah, her hair is purple and she just got her private parts pierced.
Oh.
So you know that she's older than her
When
years.
did you leave home?
When I was
9.
17, just last year.
And, like, did your parents yell at you and junk?
No.
Like,
they were
they
happy
just...
to get rid of me.
They were? Why? Because you're so wild?
Well, my dad left when I was 6, so.
Right.
I'm one of those.
Cool. So, like, you're looking for a father figure
What,
and
did
everything?
Mom have, like, a
Yeah,
stepdad that
yeah.
you really didn't like or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
there you go.
You had abusive stepdad or something? Or just
No.
like a guy who yelled at you and stuff?
Yeah, just a guy that yelled
Yeah,
at me.
cool. And you've never stripped or anything?
No.
Not yet.
Have you lost your virginity yet? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine if you're having your private parts pierced.
Yeah, how could you do that without...
So, like, this is a perfect girl, really super good looking. You are really good looking. And then your father left you at an early age, so you're totally messed up.
I'm totally screwed now.
She's totally screwed up.
Where did he go?
This is the profile that I'm always talking about. Perfect. God bless him. She wouldn't be here today in our studio if he hadn't left.
If more guys didn't leave their daughter.
Yeah, so you haven't even seen him?
Oh, yeah, I see him. He just lives upstate.
Oh, really?
Not, like, totally.
And he, like, totally just blows you off and stuff?
Yeah.
And
Do you visit your family at all?
I visit my mom once in a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the grandparents.
And my brother lives with us, too. He
left, too.
Yeah.
Boy, it must be fun at your house.
He's not going to kick my ass or anything for painting your chest like Easter eggs, is he?
No.
So, and, like, were you a real problem child?
Kind of.
Really?
You can say that.
Like, what are some of the things you used to do, like not go to school?
Oh, definitely. 8th grade was just, I went to school like maybe 3 weeks.
Oh, you're a little rebel.
When did you lose your virginity?
I bet you she's good in bed. Any girl who's like, especially, do you go with older guys? A lot?
No.
Really?
No.
You've been with older guys, though.
No. I just got out of a really long relationship, so.
How old was the guy?
He was only 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when did you lose your virginity?
15.
Uh-huh.
Ever been with girls?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
When did
I'd
you
love
do
to see that.
You're only 18 years
You're real
old.
good looking. You're probably going to become a stripper or something, right?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'm telling you. She'll be at Scores like the next time I'm there.
Yeah.
You attracted to her over there?
I don't know.
You got to get to know her or something. I see.
There you go.
Yeah. So what do you do? Like, do you smoke pot and get super drunk and then
I
like being
trip.
nude? You what?
You do LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trip?
Yeah.
Perfect. Completely.
You want some?
Completely delusional.
Now, your grandparents, they don't have any control of you at all.
No, they just
love you.
I guess.
But they don't even pay attention to you.
Well, I live with my uncle who's a mental patient. So.
Oh,
wow. Oh, so you don't live with your grandparents?
Yeah, I live with my grandmother.
Oh, and your uncle.
And my uncle and my brother.
Right. Oh, wow. You are perfect. So what do you do? How do you support yourself?
I go to school and I get financial aid. And
Oh, you do?
I work in a clinic.
So do you think you're going to end up being like in the porno industry or something?
I would love to.
Really?
A clinic? What kind of clinic do you work in?
An abortion clinic.
Oh, boy.
Great. Perfect.
Whoa. The only way it could be better is she owned a liquor store.
So you are like, and you've got a great body as far as I can tell.
Thank you.
Yeah, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Like that schoolgirl thing with the socks, the real high socks? Oh, that is too cute. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Have you ever been naked in front of guys before? Like a group of guys that you hardly know?
No. Looking at me, no.
Have you ever had sex with two guys at the same time?
No.
And you've had sex with girls?
Yeah.
What age did that start?
I was 16.
Oh, I'm already aroused.
Could you even think that far at 16, Howard, to girls being with other girls?
I was very fast, so, yeah. I just had a lot of women coming on to me because of the way I look, because I'm really cute.
You're incredible.
Thank you. A lot of women tell me that. But
I'm in love with you.
Really?
Definitely.
Want to make out with me?
Sure.
Oh, man. I want to make out with you, too.
Really?
Yeah,
now,
really
why
bad.
did you have your private parts pierced?
Because I felt really... Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to do my tongue yesterday, but I figured I'm coming here and I wouldn't be able to talk, so I didn't do it. So I'm probably doing that next week. But it was just good.
And you know why girls do their tongue?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's a whole oral sex thing.
But why do they do the bottom?
Because...
It's supposed to feel better also.
Does it feel better?
I don't know. I can't have sex for a while.
Oh, too bad. I would have had sex with you today.
It didn't hurt?
I'll come back.
Yeah, come back when it feels fine, okay?
Okay.
See, I would go out with her. She'd be my Shoshana Lonstein.
She's got all the right answers.
Like Jerry Seinfeld has an 18-year-old girlfriend, she would be my 18-year-old girlfriend.
Name one reason why you shouldn't go out with her.
Yeah, right. Hey, I'm a man, she's a woman, she likes me, I like her. You got a great personality.
Thank you.
You really do. In fact, talking to you, I like you better than I like Fred already. Right. And I've been known Fred for like 10 years, or 20 years. I don't know how long I know him.
A long time with Fred.
I really like your personality.
Thank you.
Put you up in a nice place.
You wouldn't mind her tripping all the time?
No, I would prefer it, actually. who needs her sane? I'd like her to hallucinate.
Now, how is your... What do you mean you have a mental patient uncle?
Oh, well, he's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Oh, that big deal. Robin's that, too.
He yells at God and stuff.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yeah.
And aren't you nervous?
No. It's funny, actually.
And you like to wear sexy outfits and stuff? Do guys always come on to you? Because you're really good looking. I mean, I'm sure you know it, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're really cute.
Thank you.
What are you wearing under the dress? Like a thong?
No, I just have white panties on. That's all.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. How big's your chest? What cup size?
I'd rather not say.
Well, how am I going to paint them?
Well, feel and you tell me what you think.
Okay, I'll tell you what they are. All right, no problem. So, take it easy. Mother, gone from the mother. Father abandoned her when she was 6.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're going to be one of the biggest girls in the porno industry.
Evil stepdad.
And you know what the best thing about girls like this is?
Yeah.
They have no self-esteem. They don't know they're beautiful.
Right.
So you get to keep them in line.
And they need a man to tell them they're beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah, I would tell you every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they never believe you.
Right. They don't believe
I would marry you.
Really?
Sure. You have to sign a prenup, but big deal. I'd still set you up even if we get divorced.
Sure.
She'll cheat on you, Howard.
I don't care.
No, I wouldn't.
Really? You'd be faithful?
She can't help it.
I'd cheat on everyone just for Howard, but I wouldn't cheat on
You would never cheat on me.
Never.
She wouldn't
Right.
be able to help it, Howard. You'd be busy. She'd be upset.
No.
She wasn't getting enough attention.
No, she wouldn't.
She'd have to go.
You pay attention to me, right?
You're damn right I would. I don't think I'd get bored with you. Let me see your stomach. Is it hard and flat? Yeah. See, that's what I dig. And you get your belly button pierced.
Yeah.
Oh, forget
Good
about
Lord, is there a hole that you missed?
I think her butt's safe. Yeah. So, how old were you when you made it with a girl?
16.
And was she as cute as you?
She looked like Drew Barrymore.
Really?
So, yeah.
Where'd you meet her?
In school.
And what was she sleeping over your house?
No, we were just hanging out one day. And
Where were you hanging out?
At my house, and she just, you know the song, it was a song.
What was she wearing?
Just shorts and a t-shirt. It was in the summer.
And that's what you were wearing?
Yeah.
And you girls were just talking about guys and stuff?
And, yeah, the song Be Aggressive came on by Faith and More, so she told me to be aggressive, so I did.
So
she knew I was attracted to her.
Oh, you were disgusted? And she said, hey, if you're attracted to me, why don't you be aggressive?
There you go.
And then you leaned over and started kissing her and stuff?
And then we didn't get to far first time. I just,
Like kissing and fondling?
Right.
And then what happened the second time?
And the second time, I went down.
How was the second time? I mean, where was it?
It was at my house again.
At your house?
Yeah.
And then you went a little further, a little further.
Right.
How many times did you do this?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
All right, let me paint your. You want me to paint your breasts?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Am I coming?
Yeah, you can come over here. I like your purple hair too. I dig that.
So you like the purple hair?
I like everything about her. I like her better than my wife. Let me see.
I'm a little small.
Who cares? Big deal, small. I don't waste time with the chest.
They can fix that these days.
Yeah, we can fix that. I get you implants anyway. Let me see how you look. What a nice body.
Thank you.
Man. I tell you something. I met my wife. She was 18.
Really?
Yeah. Now
Was she really?
Now she's an old bag.
Oh, shut up.
She looks great though. Here we go.
I just throw this down here?
Yeah, those are pert. I like that. There's nothing to be ashamed of there. Am I right, guys? They're not big, but happy. They're happy.
They're
exactly.
happy.
All right. I'd like to paint you now.
What color? Can you do purple for my hair?
Purple, no problem. Hey, have you been checked for breast cancer?
No.
I'll give you a checkup.
Okay.
I'm qualified.
Are you checking for breast cancer?
Hey, this is fun. This is almost cheating.
Smells good.
Does it? I think the paint smells a little weird. Yeah, those are purple. You want the other one purple?
Sure.
All right. This has got to be close to cheating, Robin.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't care. So you want to be in the porno industry?
Yeah. I would love to.
Well, it can't be hard to get into. You want some yellow on those, or
sure, go ahead.
yellow? Okay. Little yellow dots?
I see her drawing.
There you go. How's that? Does that feel good?
That feels very good.
Yeah. Has your uncle ever done this?
No.
No? All right, well, there you are. How are those? Nice? You want to go over there and let them dry?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I hug you?
But once you get paint all over me?
So?
Once you dry, and then we'll hug.
Okay, you
all right.
promise?
Yeah, you look real good.
Thank you.
Let me see your butt. I mean, that's all right. I'm a young girl. I'll paint your butt later. Well, Robin, we're learning a lot of interesting things.
Oh, boy.
I like her. It can't be hard to get into the porn industry.
No, all you do is walk through the door.
I wouldn't do this to her, but I could give her one phone number and get her.
No, don't.
That's all right.
Don't.
It's your own thing.
I like her innocence.
Gary knows.
Yeah.
How to get into the porn
Get all
industry.
fouled.
Get it, Keith.
If I was to cheat with you on my wife, you wouldn't tell anyone, would you? Really? You wouldn't tell anyone?
Not a soul.
Howard,
because I believe you.
That.
I believe it. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm telling you, the moment you can't be there on a weekend,
I
you
know.
go on the phone to Cindy Adams.
She could be a psycho. Yeah, she'll be right on the phone. I wonder if I should tell the Inquirer and ruin this guy's life, or should I just call the Post?
She's doing a current affair, inside edition, and hard copy.
All right, and who else is left?
One of the Diamond Twins.
Oh, the Diamond Twins, yes. What is? Who's arrived?
Uzo. Looking at probably the...
Oh, Uzo?
Yeah, the best she's ever
All right,
looked.
why don't you get the Diamond Twin in, then Uzo, and then we'll wrap up for a while. Because I can't paint breasts all day because my head's going to explode. This girl Uzo is this black chick who cries every time she sees me and shakes because she thinks I'm like God.
Well, this time...
I think they plucked her. She's a black chick. I think they plucked her right out of Africa. She thinks I'm God or something.
She has the body of Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, she has the body of Jessica Rabbit. I should make that clear. Wow. I should get all you girls together. Those two making out in the corner?
Not yet.
Who's this? Is this one of the Diamond Twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's real hot. Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. What's your story? How do you make a living?
She's a stripper.
You're a stripper, right?
I'm a featured dancer.
Jesus, you're so hot.
Thank you.
I can't stand it. What have you been up to? What, do you got a boyfriend? You got a boyfriend, right?
Well, I have several.
Yeah, I can imagine. What do these guys do? They put you up and stuff? I mean, they're rich guys, right?
No, I don't. I don't like that.
No sugar daddy?
No girls like
I
that.
don't like sugar daddy.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't.
You look awesome.
Thank you.
Where you been stripping lately?
I'm at Al's Diamond Cabaret
How are
in
you?
Pennsylvania.
All naked?
With my sister, yes.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, is that really your sister?
Yeah, the girl this week is the girl who came with me last time.
Wasn't.
She's my girlfriend. She fills in. So we have two shows. One's real hot, and the other one's...
Yeah, and what's the difference as long as they're sisters?
Yeah.
At least as long as the audience thinks they're sisters.
Right. Well, I can drag my real sister around by her hair.
That place is pretty wild. That's the place where... Al's Diamond Cabaret is the place where, since all the girls run around completely naked, guys have to bring, like, kegs and stuff. They have to bring their own liquor.
They can't sell liquor. You have to bring your own.
So, I mean, I think the most embarrassing place is to be online at Al's Diamond Cabaret, waiting to get in to see girls be naked with your keg.
Your cooler.
I mean, that's got to... You got to feel like a jerk. I mean, you gotta.
We all know LaToya didn't get naked.
Yeah, LaToya didn't get naked, and then there was a riot.
It lasted about a day.
And these guys are nuts. I mean, they broke out into a riot. They started beating the crap out of each other, not LaToya, out of each other because she didn't get naked.
It was overrated. It was overrated. It lasted 10 minutes.
Were you there?
It was overrated because of the press. Al's one of my best friends.
Did you see what happened?
I know. I heard.
You're a witness? Man, I tell you something. I'd love to make love to you. Man, my head would explode.
We'd have to have another girl.
Yeah. Yeah, just so you can get off.
She likes girls. She's not into you.
Yeah, I understand. I look.
That's true, Robin.
You could be with the girl, and I would just jump. You wouldn't even know I was there, quite frankly. I would just jump on top of you guys once in a while.
The merrier.
All right, come over here. I'm
You
going to paint you.
never have just one-on-one sex? Is that what you're saying?
Very rarely.
I do all the time.
Oh, okay.
Very rarely.
I'm just fantasizing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would take you on vacation. You wear around your thong.
You and your sister, right?
Yeah, my sister. I want her to get it on with my sister.
I think she's with her boyfriend today. Is that
are you?
that guy out there?
All right, come here. I'm going to paint you.
He's
Open up that top.
Oh.
Let's get to work. What do you want? What color?
What do you have?
I have purple, red, all for holidays. Meanwhile, it's going to take you an hour to get this stuff off for tonight's big show. Where are you going to be at?
I have a noon show. So I'm going to wear it. So
okay.
I'll go with the pink, whatever that is.
That's red.
Is it red? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with red.
What are you wearing, a Navy outfit?
It's a cheerleading outfit.
Are those breast implants?
Of course.
Wow, they're beautiful. Look at those. It's going to take me an hour to paint those.
Oh, my God. Mix more paint. Right?
Yeah, please get me more paint. All right, come here, you.
She's going to get her top messed up. She better move that out of
you
the
better
bag.
move your top off. You should take your dress off so you don't get any paint on it. No, I don't really. I'm being serious. I don't think you should get any paint on it.
You get paint on it?
I don't want to.
Be careful, Howard.
You don't think I will? It drips, so... Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, take that off.
Anything to get her.
You don't want to ruin that thong, do you? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Super. All right.
You better make something nice.
Yeah, I'm making them red.
You're just gonna paint them red?
Yeah, don't you understand? I just want to paint you, okay? Don't worry about the color.
I thought you would draw something at least.
Yeah, sure. I got time to be creative. I'm on the radio.
He's drawing a crowd.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Look at that. How beautiful does that look? Look at that, Rob. It's like a red yarmulke. You don't like that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's gorgeous. You want more? All right, here. Wait a second. I'm going to give you some yellow right in the center. Here, move your hair out of the way because I'm very busy. Go ahead. Look at that. Come on. Don't tell me that isn't pretty. What? You don't like that?
She wanted a design.
What do you think? I'm going to be here for an hour? She wants like real... Oh, you want flowers?
She wanted like the Fabergé.
I know what she wants. You deserve it. Come here.
Okay.
Come here. I got to get close to you. That's the problem. I can't... Okay, here we go. Good. You want it? You want a flower? Wait, watch this. Watch what I'm going to do for you now with a little purple. This was a great idea. Whose idea was this?
I think
get a raise.
Bubba's.
Bubba Booey?
I think you should call my sister and get her out of bed and yell at her.
Yeah, I think you ought to just wait for me in a hotel somewhere, okay? With some other girl. All right, how's that? Do you like that? Now, come on, don't tell me you don't like that.
Okay, that's pretty.
Do you like that?
I like that. That's really nice.
Okay, now you're all set.
Okay.
Jesus, look at the body on you. It's not even natural. It's not even natural to look like
Howard.
this. Oh.
Thank you.
All right, who is left? How many?
Well, there's Uzo and then there's 3 other girls.
Oh, my God.
goodness, they're mouthy.
Oh,
See, you're not painting fast enough.
I'm not.
You know what?
I'm interviewing too much.
Either that or, Howard, I know that you're real behind. You got a lot to do today. Could you go sit over there and dry?
Yeah. Please dry.
No, we need you to dry. You could... No. You can go sit right next to the puppet. Take the
That's
puppet.
the Diamond Twin, and she'll be at Al's Diamond Cabaret this afternoon. Yeah.
What we could do, I know you're busy.
Yes.
Is maybe during the commercials you can go out and paint.
Oh man.
That might be cheating. At least I can get away with this if I tell my wife I'm doing it on the air.
How about if we bring in Uzo and the 3 girls and you do like a mass painting? Like sort of a mural.
Yeah, we'll do a mass interview, mass painting thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All at once.
All right, but don't I have to take a break first?
Right after these commercials.
And then we're going to play my classic bits?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, and take some phone calls?
Maybe.
And you got to call the Justice Department.
And we're going to be calling the Department of Justice to report that judge down in Texas.
Okay.
Just can't go. Girls.
Explain it to them.
Girls, you know about this whole Spanish thing? The girls don't even know, so it doesn't matter.
What about the Spanish thing?
Do you know anything about it? Come close to the microphone, you. Oh, just come over here.
I'm getting paint on me.
I love girls who don't know anything.
Hold on.
We should have given her a quiz.
I know. We should give Uzo a quiz.
Weird creatures over there.
Who's the Vice President of the United States? Tell me who it is. Name him. Not you other 2 girls. Just you, from Al's Diamond Cabaret, the Diamond Twin.
Teresa.
No, the Vice President is not named Teresa. Teresa, come on. Who is the Vice President? What is the Vice President of the United States?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. I love you. I love you. I want you. I want to make love to you. Now, forget the Speaker of the House. Who is the Vice? Take a guess. Who is the Vice President?
Well, he's not worth anything, so I don't
Right. You're right. You're right about that. I didn't ask for political commentary, however.
Who's the president?
Who is the president?
Quail.
Quail? Right.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't care. I love her.
She's smart, too.
The president is Quail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get 5 points?
You get another kiss from me.
Okay.
I don't even know which question she's answering.
No, come on. Who's the president of the United States? Quail's not the right answer. Take a guess.
I don't know.
How come?
Is that amazing?
No, it's not amazing.
God bless it.
That means she doesn't fill her head with... let's say she knew the president of the United States. I got to be an advocate here.
No, I'm not saying there's anything... It's just amazing to me that you don't watch TV, you don't read a newspaper...
I don't like to pollute my mind. I like to keep my mind a virgin, and I like to come to my own conclusions about the world.
And she knows stuff that you don't know. Like here, spell Revlon.
Revlon?
Yeah.
R-E-L-V-O-N.
Well,
see?
Close enough.
No.
Revlon.
R-E-V-O.
Come on.
Howard, I have not slept. I came from doing a midnight show. I didn't sleep a wink, and I came right here to see you.
If you got a good night's sleep, would you know who the president of the United States was?
Yes, I can't
of
think
course.
straight. I'm tired.
Does your uncle talk to God, too?
I personally talk to him once in a while.
Really? Hey, the 18-year-old with the nutty uncle, do you like her?
Huh? She's very pretty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Got a whole lesbian thing going on over there. I'm totally aroused. I like that you don't know who the President of the United States is. I swear I love that.
Why?
Because I don't need a woman who's filled with stupid stuff.
She doesn't vote, though. She's not exercising her right.
Big deal. She's gorgeous. What time are you dancing? Noon?
Yeah, 12 noon, 12:20, 12:25, 7, 9, 11.
Who freed the slaves?
We did.
That's right, the white people.
The Diamond
right.
Twins.
The Diamond Twins. You're saying the Diamond Twins freed the slaves? Is that your answer? I'll give you an easy one. Who was shot in 1963?
John F. Kennedy.
Right.
Oh,
okay, there you go. I told you, she knows a lot of stuff.
I'm holding back.
Proud of you, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa.
People don't like smart.
You know, and guys are sitting home going, hey, I don't like her because she doesn't know who the President of the United States is. You saw her, you would like her. Doesn't matter.
Nobody's saying they don't like her because she doesn't know who the president is.
And I resent you, Robin, trying to make it look like Teresa should be reading the newspaper. I have to defend my girlfriend.
At least watching
Robin,
TV.
I get mad when I read the newspaper and watch the news.
Right. Hey, look at that OJ trial. That's got to make you mad.
OJ,
I don't even watch it. I don't even know what's going on.
Exactly.
Did
Smart
OJ
girl.
do something?
I'm dating OJ. All right, let's take a break. Obviously, I didn't realize the response to the Easter egg painting would be this huge. Usually it's 1 or 2.
Right.
And what I'll do is a mass painting. We'll meet some of the other girls. Might have to test a few of them. Hey, 18-year-old, do you know, what's your first name?
Nicole.
Nicole, do you know who the president is?
No.
You don't?
Of course I do, Clinton.
Clinton, right. Do you know who the vice president is?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to play dumb for you, okay?
No. I want to know the truth.
Dumb.
Do you know who the vice president is? You don't? No. All right. Well, you at least knew who the president was. You're too smart for me. All right. I got to take a break, Robin, and I'll be back right after these words.
All right.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1. The Eagle.
8:20 at the Eagle. This is Brad. Like a doctor.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
This is actually turning into like I'm putting on rubber gloves for the painting. All right, this is going very well. Give me that. All right. All right, very good. Thank you, Ralph. Anyway, Robin, let me just finish this Easter portion of our show.
Appreciate it.
All right.
You guys need them? No.
What's that, girls? You girls dry? 1 second, Robin.
Oh, yeah, where
What was
am
that? I don't know.
You haven't done anything to commemorate Passover.
Yeah, well.
You should draw a Star of David on somebody.
Maybe I'll paint their breasts in the shape of matzahs. Any of you girls Jewish?
No.
I didn't think so. All right. Gary, bring in the rest of the girls. Let me finish this up. We have obviously, I never expected this much reaction to painting of breasts.
Who knew it would be this popular?
Yeah, I'm going to continue this next year because a lot of women just ran up here and wanted to be painted like
And we're
Easter
going to have
eggs.
to cut off the painting because we have other things to do.
Yes. Believe it or not, I actually agree with you. Yeah. Uzo and all the other girls.
Do you want Uzo in here, too? Or do you want... Come on in, ladies.
Bring in the 3 ladies. Oh, whoa.
They're down to 2.
Where? Oh, wow. Where did you girls come from? You're strippers, right?
Yes. Uzo's not here.
We ended up with a lot of strippers. Oh, Uzo's separate?
Yeah. She's going to be interesting.
Wait, girls, what are you, like triple D? 36 triple D?
38 triple E.
Where do you girls work at? You do a lesbian show?
Cheers.
Your name's Your Moving Violations, is that your name?
Yes.
You have a lesbian dance. You know, there's a whole world out there, Robin, that you and I just don't know
We're
about.
not aware.
Oh, look at that. Minnie and Giggles is your name.
Yeah.
Minnie and Giggles. And you go around the country, doing lesbian acts.
All kinds of stuff.
All right.
All kinds of acts. We have theme shows before we get to the lesbianism stuff. You got to do something before you get.
You do a bunch of. Oh, you're in a spaceship in a coffin? Sounds like an Ed Wood film.
It used to be people just came out and took off their clothes.
Yeah. Now, girls, where can we see this? I'll give you a plug because obviously you came down here for.
We're between gigs. We're just waiting for our agent to get a hold of us for the next one.
Right.
But New York is like.
And men obviously love you with your. Are these breast implants or is this natural?
Of course. I did what God intended, not what he had time for.
I see. You both have it all worked out.
They had thought about this.
You did what God intended. I see. That's beautiful. And who is your agent? Vinny Mascio Jr.? No?
Universal Entertainment.
Is that right? Okay. Well, girls, come on over. Let me paint you real quick here because
You're going to need a lot of paint. I had no idea there would be this kind of territory to cover.
They're getting bigger.
Would you go rose like red or purple?
Red.
Who's first, Giggles or
Minnie?
Minnie. Minnie or Giggles first?
Minnie.
Whoa,
Oh,
look at that. My God.
They look painful.
Now, seriously, when you go to the doctor and ask for giant breast implants like this, does he try to talk you out of it? Did she try to talk you out of it?
No, I told her, I said, the bigger the better.
The bigger the better.
She must have been
I'm still not done. I'm going to go even bigger.
You're going to go bigger?
Been an A, Howard.
You must be beautiful.
Oh, my.
And let me ask you, you're going to go bigger than this? And does the doctor ever say to you, listen, I can't do this in good conscience?
Then I'd go to another doctor.
You would go to another doctor. God bless you.
You can't stop her.
You look terrific. You really do. All right. I hope I don't get your pants full of paint.
You've tried that already.
All right. This is red paint I'm putting on you.
Okay.
For Easter, the red. Look at how bright the red is. Match against your blonde hair. Oh, my God.
Now, do you think you could feel if you had a lump, Howard?
Oh, I'm checking you for breast cancer, by the way. That's why I have my doctor's thing on here.
Check for hernia?
Yeah, let me check for your breast cancer.
You don't have to listen for a breast lump, Howard.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I've got that little round metal thing, and I'm listening.
Oh, she's pierced, too. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
very beautiful. The piercing is beautiful. And look how pretty they look red. Would you like a purple one?
You might want to keep that on all the time.
Yeah.
Howard, you've gone from painting breast to palming breast.
Yeah, I know. Just
take care of that.
Yeah, all right, wait a minute. All right, here. How does that look? Nice?
Wonderful.
Do you like it?
Wonderful, beautiful.
Well, good for
Now
you.
you have two big eggs
Let me
on
paint
your
your friend.
We were going to bring in our fluorescent paints because we heard Darwin had a couple colors.
I got a couple. What happens is they're all mixing together. Now,
Oh, my goodness, you're big, too.
Yeah, you're Giggles?
No, I'm Minnie.
Oh, you're Minnie. And what size are you? Are you triple D?
No, I'm an E.
You're an E.
cup.
You're an E cup. That's bigger than you, Robin. Let me see. Now, and what happens when you go to the doctor? Don't they try to tell you to stop doing this?
Well, she gave me all the pros and all the cons, and the pros won.
I see. I'm painting them down. How's that
So
feel?
you guys went to the same doctor?
Feels pretty good to me, too. You girls went to the same doctor?
Yeah.
So you girls do everything together?
Same day. Pretty much.
And you're lesbians together? Is that the act, or is that for real?
Well, it's a lot of the act, and we get pretty lonely sometimes on
Well,
the road,
Howard,
so.
you have now painted real breasts and not so real breasts.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Really mine.
Makes no difference.
Makes no difference?
No, I like them all.
She's moving.
All right, bring in Uzo and let's get this going. Because thank you, girls, and that's Giggles and Bits
And Minnie.
and Minnie, Giggles and Minnie.
Tattoo on the back.
Where?
Oh, nice tattoo.
What is that? A hedgehog?
Yeah, it's a cat. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, girls, go dry off with the other girls. And look at Uzo. Uzo, where have you been? Oh, yeah, baby.
We have an Easter egg drying rack.
Uzo's an African girl
Yes, she is.
who's in love with me to the point that she almost cries every time she sees me.
How's she doing today?
Was that an act, Uzo? I mean, are you really that in love with me? She can't even look at me. When I was at my book signing, she was the girl who came running up and started hysterically crying.
And she almost fainted.
You almost fainted, right? Wow, she's very soft-spoken.
Oh, she's not even going to talk to you.
Are you having trouble looking at me?
No.
No?
She looks like she could cry any second.
Wow.
Your body looks better than ever, Uzo. Better than ever.
She just looked at you and she's going to go.
Are you going to pass out?
Would you get her a seat, Gary?
Get her a seat because she's getting dizzy from looking at me. She's got to be insane.
She just had something done to her breast, didn't she?
You know, did you have your breasts enlarged too, Uzo? No? No.
I don't remember.
Lucy's not
being
wearing
that
any underwear,
big.
by the way.
I know. Believe me, there's no way. She's wearing a tight body outfit. You are one hot chick. You tell me, like, none of these black film directors are dating you or anything?
No.
Are
Uzo likes white guys.
You like white guys?
No.
No? You just like me?
You're God.
I'm God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, girls,
Well,
take
it
notes.
is his holiday.
You can't even look at me, my darling?
It's your radiance.
Are you still an aerobics instructor?
No, I DJ.
You're a DJ? Because you want to be like me? You want to be a DJ?
No, DJ, play music.
You're a DJ, you play music in a club?
Yeah, in parties, private parties.
You do private parties?
When's the last time you had sex with a man? Huh? Huh?
This is God talking to you. You have to answer.
You have to answer me. Don't forget about everyone else. I'm talking to you now. When's the last time you had sex with a man?
4 weeks ago.
Did you think about me when you were having it?
No, you're like God. I can't.
If I needed you to make love to me, you would do it?
No.
You wouldn't have God's child?
No.
If I needed some sexual outlet, you wouldn't help me out?
No.
Woo.
Is that true?
Yes.
She won't even look at you. Don't you find that weird?
And what happens when you're going to take your shirt off and I'm going to start painting you like an Easter egg? Are you going to be able to take it?
No.
You're going to feel my powerful hands painting you like you're going to feel powerful hands on you. You understand that? I made it from the ground zero. I was chosen at an early age for this job.
You know what? I think this is an act.
Well, maybe it is.
Would you like it?
Uzo, is it an act?
What is an act?
What?
What?
That you can't look at him in this whole thing. And can't talk.
Hey, did you see her at the book signing? That was no act.
I think she's an actress.
Are you an actress?
No, I'm not an actress.
I understand she gets pretty talkative when she's not in here.
Is that true?
Yeah, because she was asking.
What?
She was asking me like how my baby is and stuff out there, but she changed when she sees you.
She gets very, very inhibited around me because she feels I'm very powerful. Are you going to be all right taking your top off in front of me?
No.
What? No. You're not going to be all right.
I thought I would, but I don't.
You can't do it now?
Yes, I thought I was going to do it. I just came to see.
You're not going to get painted? You don't want powerful hands painting you? It's going to change your life.
I can't stand it.
Come over here now and take your shirt off for me. Come over here. Come over here and let's get this going. You can't give her too much time. This is very...
She doesn't even have a shirt on. That's a whole dress.
I know. Come over here.
You better stay close, Gary. I know.
Better stay close because she gets very woozy when she's
she
around.
can hit the deck.
I love being worshipped. I'm such an ugly gork. What do you mean you wouldn't make love to me? Of course you would. You're going to tell me you wouldn't make love to me if I asked you to?
No, I wouldn't.
All right, let me paint you.
Well, what good is it being God when people don't do what you say?
Come here. I know. I mean, what good is being God if she doesn't want to make love to me? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
You sit down over here. Come over and sit in my lap. Uh-oh. What do you think? Come over here.
You know, she looks in such pain.
I don't know. She's getting wild. She's touching me and she's starting like... Are you panting? Are you panting? Come over here. Come over here.
Oh,
are you
dear.
crying?
Here she goes again.
What? She's starting to cry.
I know.
Come over here. I can't even talk to you. She gets really unbelievable the closer she gets to me. Come over here.
Turn around, Uzo.
Uzo, turn around here. I can't see you. She's coming back to me. Uzo, turn around. Turn around for a second. Uzo, I command ye to turn around. Turn around. Come here. Are you going to be okay?
No.
What's going through your mind? Tell me. Let me in.
Oh, you're like God.
What is that?
You're like God.
Oh, my goodness. Come here. What do you mean like God? Because of my mind? Because I'm so witty?
Yes. Every day.
It's driving you
every day. You're like God. You're everything to me.
Really?
Yes.
I don't understand what that means.
I worship you.
You what?
I worship you.
You do?
Every day, yes.
All right. Take it easy. All right. Now, you want me to paint you or not?
Oh, I'll go. I just came.
You just came to see me?
Yes.
You don't want me to paint these?
No.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank
all right.
Boy.
She can't be painted.
I see people get less emotional seeing Mother Teresa.
I know.
And then she's going to leave. She can't take it anymore.
She's leaving. She can't handle it. I'm telling you, she can't handle it. That's how I want you to behave, Robin.
Never mind.
She's the weirdest one ever. Well, girls, let me tell you something. It was fantastic.
Can I just tell you something that I noticed? Did you notice that the paint dries quicker on breast implants than it does on regular breasts?
Yeah, well, I'm doing a study on that, so don't blab it all over town. What do you think Robin and I do on weekends in my basement?
We are studying the effects.
We're studying the ratio of breast paint on real breasts to fake breasts and why it dries faster.
You know what's funny to me? When you do dye Easter eggs, you have to sit them up on a rack to dry.
Yeah.
And we have all the girls.
And we just have girls standing around with their shirts off drying. It's beautiful. Good for you, girls. You look great. And you can see, anybody want to plug? You're going to be where at Al's Diamond Cabaret? This weekend and this afternoon with your breast paint on.
That's Teresa.
And the Giggles and
Minnie
are in between engagements.
Well, we're between engagements.
And my 18-year-old over there wants to get in the porno business, and the other one over there, I don't know what business she's in. Something with the salon. Okay, anyway, so thanks, girls, for making my day. And there we are.
Happy Easter.
We'll be back right after this. We're going to play some of our best bits. Take your phone calls and continue with the show right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 7-1, The Eagle.
Get those ears off your head.
What, the bunny ears? I like them.
Here's Howard.
I think I look better with bunny ears on. Well, I met a lot of different girls with a lot of different chest sizes today. Some real, some not so real. And I got to tell you something. All of it was fun. And Easter's a great holiday. And this is what you
never enjoyed Easter so much before.
You know why I like these bunny ears? I think they make my nose look smaller. The bigger the ears, it takes away from my nose. Well, that was a lot of fun, especially Uzo, my African princess, who comes in here.
I still don't get that.
Wow, that's wild. She was shaking. Gary said she just ran out.
I wish that we could interview her to find out what's going on. She becomes totally incapable of speech.
I know. I tried to say to her, what's going on here? Let me help you through this.
We don't know anything about her.
We don't know anything about her.
You know, Howard?
Yeah.
I once had like a long conversation with Uzo.
Yeah.
And she was so outspoken. She was telling me how she thinks that blacks are stupid, are stupider than whites, and how how all black women have big butts, and she's like doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? But then when she comes in here, she
I know she gets nuts.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right. Well, let's not try to analyze it. I like it. Robin's book's on sale. She had a big book signing yesterday. My parents were there. Howard, should we go to the book signing? And then Robin was late again, of course.
I was not late. It was not an intentional thing.
And my parents start yelling at me because Robin was late. That was great, thanks. They called me after we had a great time.
I wanted to call them to thank them for coming because I really enjoyed seeing them. It was wonderful, but if they're going to yell at me, I'm not going to
And my mother goes, do you think, Howard, we should go to Robin's book signing? I said, yeah, she'd love it. I mean, just don't be a pain in the ass. Go over there, because it's near their house.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you think it's okay... I said, of course it would be okay. I mean, she would love it. She's looking for people to show up. Well, we're going to go, your father and I. I said, okay, go ahead, have fun. Little did I know I'd receive a lecture afterwards. Call back. We had a wonderful time. We got there. And we decided to eat dinner. And this young man comes over to the table and tells me the dinner is paid for. And your father and I were so surprised. Then we went over and there was a big crowd. And we're walking in and this man comes up to me. Your listeners love you. Tell the Spanish people everyone loves you. You tell the Spanish people... Gary, while I'm doing this, get the Department of Justice telephone number. I'm calling them.
Got you inspired.
Yeah. Tell the Spanish people everyone loves you. Thank you, Howard, for a good show, they say. And this man comes up to me and says, I love you, Mrs. Stern. I want to marry you. I want to date you. And I said to him, I'm too old for you. And he said, I don't care about age. I care about beauty. And then my father picks up the phone. Yeah, I said you should go date her. And you know what I said to him? I said to him, shut up, sit down. All these kids went crazy. And they're so well-behaved, your fans, and so nice. And your father says, shut up, sit down. And they go crazy. I said, yeah, I know, Ma. Then we get in, and Robin isn't there. It's already 5:30. It was called for... No, it was 6:30. It was called for 6 o'clock.
It was not 6:30.
And we get in there. She's not there on time. And she should know. I said, Ma, you want to know the truth? I'm not responsible for Robin. If Robin continues to be late to her book signings, hey, there's nothing I can do. Maybe it's, I said, you want me to... So they're yelling at me. They're yelling at my father. Goes, that's not right because we got there.
To defend me.
Yeah, my father... She goes... And he goes... Well, there is no defense. He goes, my father says to me like this, he goes, so we get in there and they because we were causing such a scene, they had to lock us in a room. I said, I wish I would have locked you in there for longer.
I got the same rap from my mom, except it was more like, it was like, What a sin. All those people waiting, 6:40, no Robin.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Man.
So my father...
How long did you stay?
I stayed way till after 8.
Oh, okay. Did you sign everyone's book?
Everyone's book.
Yeah, but they had to cut off the line, so you could have signed more
That's
books.
what I heard.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? So I started trying to describe to my parents. I said, maybe Robin's a little insecure.
Thanks a lot. You're helping me.
Yeah.
I'm just doing whatever somebody tells me to do.
No, you're not. You're the boss. So, so I said to my parents, I said, hey, maybe Robin's a little insecure. She's waiting to get there a little late because, she's like, oh, my God, are people going to be there? You always worry if people are going to be. What? Listen. She can't conduct. That's some way to conduct a life.
I wish the people responsible for this would call in and take the blame.
Why should she be insecure? That's not a way. She should have gotten there at 5 o'clock to take care. Of course, people are there, and you can't.
Leaving at 4:30. I thought I'd be there at 5:30.
No. The limo driver doesn't know what time to leave the city to get you to the appearance.
Did you really leave at 4:30 on the button?
Well, actually, no. The limo driver was late.
Oh. Right. So, okay.
I was down, and I had to wait for them to come.
Listen, you can't piss on your fans. Now,
I didn't. I was there waiting in the lobby when the limo guy.
You know what? I don't even care if you piss on your fans. I don't want a lecture from my parents. I wish they hadn't gone.
You know what? I really resent your saying that I pissed on anybody.
Well,
because I was where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there. They were late. And then we ran into traffic jam after traffic. Something happened on the Deegan, and then something happened somewhere else. And we were finding one traffic jam after another.
My mother even said she should have left at 2. So then she says, it's called rush hour, Robin. That's why there's always those accidents on the Deegan.
I did what they told me to do. I don't travel to and from the city every day.
All right.
I don't know what the traffic is like anymore.
Fine. I don't care. You don't understand. I don't care. My parents care. And they're yelling at me.
And I made sure to stay until every book was signed.
Okay, so I'm sitting there going...
I didn't know they were cutting off the line.
Well...
Nobody told me.
Well, my parents told me everything. And my parents go, and we get there, we're in the room, and then she should be on time because the people were waiting. It was terrible. And if she's insecure, that's not to be...
That's Howard's interpretation.
She should not be insecure. And there's going to be people... And I said, Ma, I swear to you, I can't take it. I just can't take the call. I just can't take it. Then my father goes, then she comes, she's signing the books, and I sat down next to her because I was there for moral support.
I really appreciate it.
I wanted to give her support. And then they came over and told me not to sit there because I was disrupting the line and that the people were stopping to talk to me. So I had to get up. And I think I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry I did it. I said, you're sorry you sat in a chair next to Robin? I said, Dad, what do you... Well, he did disrupt the line, but he didn't know. He was there for moral support. I'm just listening to this dumb conversation and, every stupid thing that happened to them. I was just like, I can't take it. I got to get out. I want to be like that 18-year-old girl. Her parents abandoned her.
Go move with your uncle who's a paranoid.
I want to live with a paranoid schizophrenic. I want out. I want to know how I get out.
Well, I was really happy to see them. I'm sorry I caused them pain.
No, you didn't cause them any pain. You caused me pain.
I'm sorry I caused you pain. And thanks for explaining me.
Yeah.
Maybe Robin's insecure.
No, I didn't quite say it like that, but almost like that. Pretty close. All right, Robin, listen to me. We have a lot to get to. I want to call the Department of Justice in a minute, and it occurs to me it might not be open yet, but we're going to call. And the reason I am calling is that I was home yesterday getting incensed. I am really done with this, the Spanish people being upset with me. I feel at this point what they're using it for is to get on TV because they've never really been noticed before. And it's ludicrous. Every article you read, they are upset because Howard Stern made fun of the Spanish music, of Selena's music. I mean, let me tell you something. That is absurd. But the thing that really started getting me nuts is there's some justice of the peace. He's called the judge. He's down somewhere in Podunk, Texas. I don't know where in Texas.
Why don't we know where?
The guy has never heard my broadcast, didn't hear what I said about Selena, has no clue.
We don't even know what it's near, this little town.
No. The guy's name is Canyo El Baño. I don't even know his name. And I'm reading this thing, and he makes a statement that he doesn't know what the fuss is. What is it?
Your mother's on the phone.
Oh, my mother? I'm done with my mother. What? What is it?
You're done with your mother?
Yeah, I talked about you already.
Listen, I just came in on the tail end of a
Yes.
conversation, but I just want Robin to know that's not what we said.
It's exactly what you said.
No, it's not what we
Well,
said.
first, before we did, I wanted to thank you. That was very sweet of you to come. It was wonderful to see you.
We came with all good intentions,
All
and my
good
son is now
intentions,
turning
and
it
my
into a
son.
terrible
I
happening.
don't care what he says. I was very grateful to see you.
Oh, all right. That's
You
all I was
don't call me and start complaining. Now you're grateful?
What do you mean call you and start complaining?
You complained the whole time.
I was so excited. I was telling you what happened.
Yeah, and you told me she was late, and you want to know why she's late, and you start lecturing me on why she shouldn't be late. I don't want to know why she shouldn't be late. That's her problem.
What nerve you have
I don't
to
answer
say
for her.
these things. What are you, a troublemaker?
Yes or no, was she late?
She was late.
And did we talk about it on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
But it was one sentence, Rob.
Oh, one sentence, huh?
Believe me, you know what? It was a mishap.
Whatever, don't explain it. I'm not interested.
And you know what your father just said? You know what your father
What
just
did he
said?
say?
He's never talking to you again.
All right, so now how do I get you to stop talking to me? How do I get you to stop talking to me?
Now that we're on these subjects, I have something to say about that shindig you're going to today.
Oh, who cares?
What do you mean, who cares?
Our guy's getting married. We have bachelor party.
I just want you to picture this scene. If you were a kid and your father or your mother went to a shindig like that,
Who cares?
you would have cared.
Let me tell you something. My father dreamed of shindigs like that.
Disgusting, and I want you to know that I think it's disgusting.
Hey, guy's getting married.
What?
I'm wearing sweatpants.
And I once told you that you set the tone of that, of the people that work around you.
Of course I do.
And that's the tone that you set for all these married men.
You want to know something, Ma? I've been married 20 years.
You know that I think it's disgusting. And if you were my husband...
I would never be your husband. I would never marry someone like you.
...to my house...
I would never marry a controlling yenta.
Like
oh.
I would never...
No, but you would never come back.
And you want to know something? I would never be married to you. I could not be married to a woman like you.
Oh, you couldn't.
My wife is the complete opposite of you.
Oh, yeah, she's the complete opposite.
She sure is.
She loves
She's
you.
not a controlling yenta. She's not jealous.
Going to that part.
Yeah, and what do you think you got there? You think you got King Solomon sitting next to you, that all the women are going to throw themselves all over him if he goes to a party like that?
Are you King Solomon?
No, I'm just going to celebrate a guy's getting married.
King Solomon.
You mean Dad can't see naked women? Oh, for
You
goodness
got a
sakes.
big mouth.
If I was married to you, I would have shot myself in 1976.
Oh, please. All right.
I couldn't take
it. I just wanted Robin to know.
You think Dad's a man?
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Do you think Dad's a man? Is Dad a man?
Pardon?
Is Dad a man?
Is that a man?
Is he a man or a woman?
What do you think?
I asked you a question. Is he a man or a woman?
What do you think he is?
He's a woman.
He's a woman?
Yeah, he's a woman. He sits there and takes this crap. He should cut. You know what? I'm going to get him on the phone. I'll invite him to the scores.
Yeah, invite him to the scores. He would never go to a thing like that.
He would die to go to that.
He thinks too much of me to go to a thing like
Yeah,
that.
he don't think about you at all.
Yes, he does. And I want you to know what I think about it.
Who cares what you think? I'm not married to you.
You care.
You wish I was married to you. She's in love with me.
Here.
You're in love with me.
You're a big shot with the microphone.
That's right. Who cares what you
tonight.
think?
I'll let you know some more.
Who cares?
Okay.
Keep your mouth shut with that stuff.
You
That's
seeing
ridiculous.
her tonight?
Yes, I'm seeing her tonight.
Talk to your mother. Keep your mouth shut. This is for everybody to hear.
Listen, let me tell you something. At some point, I'm 41 years old.
So what?
I'm in a marriage.
What does that mean?
It's got nothing to do with you, my
You're 41
marriage.
years old and you're stupid.
My marriage has nothing to do with you. You've got to understand that. This is my life that I'm living.
not talking about your marriage.
My
I'm
life
talking about the way you conduct yourself.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with you the way I conduct myself.
Yes, it
nothing.
does.
No, it doesn't.
It absolutely does.
No, I'm free of you.
No, you're not.
I left your house when I was
You'll be
18.
free of me.
I left your house.
And listen, I'm glad I told you what I thought.
What are you, washing something?
Yes, I'm getting ready for tonight. I have things to do. So, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday. And I'll see you later.
You're not in charge of me.
Huh?
That's the way you chose to live your life. Locked in that house, staring at each other.
Staring at
I would not choose to live my life the way you do.
Well, you can do what you want, but
The two of them stare at each other. They can't even watch a separate television program. I'm giving my. Guess what I'm doing, Ma? I'm giving Dad I'm giving Dad a movie tonight. A movie with violence in it that you can't watch.
Wonderful.
She's like, and she's
What, are
like.
you trying to break
And
them
don't
up?
make up stories about me. When you talk about me, you get me on the phone.
Listen, I'm gonna clip the umbilical cord right now. Listen, here it is. Here I go. There it is.
Cut? Okay.
Tell Dad Sally Kirkland was asking about him.
About who?
About Dad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So?
Just tell him.
Okay.
You know what? Try to treat me like a friend.
Come on, I have things to do.
Sorry. Who asked you to call in then?
Well, I just had to make a statement.
Hey, get Dad on the phone. Let him talk about this judge. Oh, this so-called judge.
What about him?
My father's on fire.
About the justice of the peace?
So, listen to this. A justice of the peace decides that he is going to use his office. Now, this is an office that is granted to him by the United States government.
You want to talk to your father?
What?
This is your father's domain.
All right.
What?
You want to talk to your father? This is your father's domain.
All right.
Who is that?
Who is that?
That's Fred. That's Fred, Ma.
Being disrespectful, I don't believe Fred does.
She hates when the guys imitate her voice. Hates it. I love you, Mom. But you got, I really do love you.
Sometimes you need a little straightening out.
Yeah.
You're a big shot these days. So you need me to...
Yeah, they're all afraid I'm a big shot. I'm going to become a big shot. Wait till you see.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to even take your calls.
To me, you know, big shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her way of proving, like you're no big shot. That's her thing. And if
That's right.
Well, you certainly
I am
have
a big
somebody
shot.
she wouldn't tell her opinion to.
That's right.
I am a big shot.
Yeah,
okay.
you're right.
Now I like you to know what
I want to be a big shot.
To everybody but your mommy.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm very disappointed when I hear those things that you're carrying on.
Oh, please, I need an outlet too. I'm a man.
Yeah.
You think?
Go home and look at your 3 children. That's the outlet.
I'm too busy.
Too busy? With what?
I'll see them later.
I want to know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm watching a couple of girls dance. I'm appreciative of the arts.
Oh, that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
I have tapes of girls dancing. You can watch that.
Not the same.
Yeah. The problem, the tapes you have, all the girls look like you.
All right.
My mother is very conservative.
Did you want to talk to your father, yes or no?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Thanks, Ray.
Hi.
That went well.
You have a knack of putting your foot in your mouth.
Hey, do me a favor. Tell the truth. How much would you love to be at Scores this afternoon?
What are you looking to make trouble?
My father would die to go. I would invite him. I would have him down there. I swear to God.
No, I don't think you want to be with your father when you're
Sure do.
down there at Scores.
Yeah.
That's just the place to be with my son.
Yeah, that's true. My dad and I, when we were young, remember we went to see Barbarella together with Jane Fonda?
That's right.
Oh, man.
I wasn't unhappy. You were uncomfortable.
Oh, man, was I uncomfortable.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a good time at Scores
Listen,
today.
I felt it was part of your sex education, but it didn't go over well.
Jane Fonda's running around with plastic over her breast. You can see right through. And I'm sitting there with my dad, and I'm getting excited, and my dad's there. I go, he must be getting excited. Look over, my dad's pants are down.
Oh, it was in Radio City Music Hall, wasn't it?
No, this was not. Barbarella didn't play radio.
This was in Hempstead.
This was in Hempstead.
Oh, then he could have.
Yeah. Anyway,
I could pass on. Nobody bothers it.
I want to tell you, because I know you like this, I am going to be placing a phone call in a few minutes to the Department of Justice.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Want to know why?
Sure.
Because this guy in Texas, this judge, I don't mind that Spanish people are mad at me. That's this show, and if that's what they want to be mad, I don't even mind boycotts. I don't mind any of that stuff.
That's their prerogative.
Everyone can do that. But when a guy is a judge or a justice of the peace, which means he does have duties down there in America,
he is
granted
powers.
Yes, he is granted a license to practice by the United States government.
Correct.
And in Mexico or Guatemala or Peru, I don't know, maybe down there they're allowed to, if somebody says something on the radio, the justice of the peace can drag him into a jail cell and torture him or something.
Right, lock him up for 20 years.
In America, you cannot have this justice of the peace awarded to you.
Right.
And suddenly say, you know what, I am issuing a warrant for Howard Stern. Literally, if I walked into Texas,
disorderly conduct.
there is an order out for my arrest by a justice of the peace.
This man should be brought up on charges.
Of course.
And completely thrown off as a justice of the peace.
But they don't get involved. You know what? Why are they afraid to do that? But when you see a judge who makes a statement, they're going to have to prove to me about a First Amendment. I don't see anything here.
First of all, he's making a mockery of justice as we know it in this country.
Right.
I mean, every man has a right to a trial by jury. First of all, if someone wants to bring charges, they can bring charges, or if they want to sue you for civilly. But this man is a representative of the courts. and he can't just arbitrarily issue a summons. Or if you step into the state of Texas, you're going to be arrested.
Of course not.
Well, I said that the other day. He said he did it because of the fans. I said, this is not how the law is enacted in this country.
I mean, seriously, now this guy, I don't know, maybe he presides over hearings about speeding tickets and things. Whatever it is, people are putting their lives in his hands.
He may have just come over from Guatemala the last 10 days, and that's what they do down there.
Maybe they do that down there. They take a guy and they lock him in jail.
I don't know how you get a job like this, whether it's an elected job or an appointed job.
It's not a great job, but he still has to uphold certain rules and regulations.
It's not a high office, but it's still an office.
But you wonder who's appointing a guy who's going to go off half-cocked like this.
I don't know.
The main thing is that he has have no right to shoot his mouth off like this without someone bringing him down.
Yeah. Now, the American Civil Liberties Union, this is a perfect one for them.
But you know who else should have done it? His boss.
They made a statement already. What they didn't do, they didn't chastise the judge.
Right.
They just said that we have the freedom of speech.
They're afraid. Everyone is so politically correct. They're afraid to say, wait a second, you got a guy here
who doesn't know the law.
This justice of the peace is inciting riot. He is definitely...
And he never even heard the broadcast.
That's right.
But who is his immediate superior? Who is the person who's responsible for making sure he carries out his job properly? That person should have shot him down.
He certainly has to answer to the governor or somebody in the county.
Well, the governor is Governor George W. Bush, who I am very critical of.
That's all right, but he still has to uphold justice.
Right.
If you want to talk to Dominic, he actually brings up a really good point. You know, this guy...
Well, Dominic said to me he wants to go down to Texas.
I said he should.
And what does Dominic want to do? Where is Dominic?
He's on the phone right now.
Is he?
He's on 260.
I don't see him there. Hold on, wait, I'll put him on with you, Dad.
Disconnected. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead, get him back on.
But you know what Dominic is saying? He's saying that, you know, this guy isn't a federal judge, but you should call the Justice Department. And basically what it is this is a violation of your human rights.
Yeah, the only one who has human rights is OJ.
Right. No, this is not. I'm not joking about it. This is serious.
No, I'm being dead serious about it, too.
Yeah, it is serious. You know,
I mean,
you think about this for a while, it's a very serious thing.
I mean, this is nuts.
You can't just flaunt the law for some people and not for other people.
I mean, this is the same as a guy, a gunslinger, whipping out a gun in the middle of a street.
That's right.
You can't do it. If you're given power, you got to act responsibly.
This guy should be brought down.
Yep.
Definitely.
You can't let a statement like that go.
He doesn't. He has no business doing what he did.
All right, here's Dominic. What is it, Dominic? Dominic? Hey, you there?
Hello?
Hello? That's not Dominic.
I don't know what they're doing out there, Dad.
All right, I'll hold on.
Show is very unprofessional.
No, you went to it too soon.
Oh. Well, here he is.
That's it.
Dominic.
Yep.
What were you going to say?
No, hi, Ben. How you doing?
Hi.
No, the issue is that this judge does not work for the federal court system,
right.
So he's not under the Justice Department. But what you can complain to the Justice Department about is that your civil rights are being violated.
Of course.
What he's trying to do is take away your free speech by an illegal arrest. And you actually can also have a civil rights lawsuit for damages against this judge.
Yeah, because you can't go to Texas right now.
Right. I mean, literally, I can't go to Texas right now.
That's correct. But you can go
I have
court.
to get to Texas.
You got big business.
I have business down
there.
there.
What do you say, Dominic? What should be the procedure?
Well, what he has to do is call the Justice Department and ask for them to open up an investigation of the violation of Howard's civil rights, and ask for them to appoint a Attorney General or U.S. Attorney General to investigate it. What they'll probably appoint is an assistant down in Texas, and to actually file charges against this judge for violating Howard's rights, and Howard could bring on a civil lawsuit in federal court against this judge personally.
Right.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
Finally, I have a case.
Want to know something? This will, cut the line short for these people. Just open their mouth and don't know what they're saying.
Well, who would want a judge, any kind of judge, justice of the peace or otherwise, sitting and saying that we don't have the right to say we don't like a certain... Maybe, listen, if you consider my comments crude, I've been making comments about music, about... I certainly don't shy away when someone is killed. I certainly say that the person should be brought to justice. I mean, whatever my comments are, I'm making comments. You can't have a guy say, I don't like his comments, therefore he should be arrested.
Look, that's for the fan club, not for a justice of the peace.
Well, imagine if a newspaper guy wrote an article and this guy issued a statement, I want this man arrested.
Yeah.
Well, it shows a complete lack of understanding of the law.
If someone wrote an article in a newspaper and he particularly did not like the tone of this article, he has a right to do what he just did now and say, I'm going to issue a warrant for his arrest if I ever see him.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Of course not. And the fact that he did that would be a violation of the writer's civil rights.
All right, so
I will tell you, the Spanish community, Howard, you're the front page of El Diario every day.
I know, it's ridiculous.
And last night when I was out to dinner, the captain came over to me and said that I should tell you that you've insulted all Spanish forever.
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 Even Spanish who haven't been born yet.
Right.
I wouldn't go to Texas, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I will, but I certainly will call the Department of Justice.
That's right. I mean, as long as they're making a mockery of this thing, you gotta fight back.
Right.
Okay.
Ben, you want me to pick you up? Come on, Ben.
Yeah, Dominic's going to Scores.
No, I'll only go if Ben goes.
My mother would kill him.
Come on, Ben. We'll ruin Howard Stern together.
Dominic's not coming today.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, he thinks we all hate him. He thinks me and Jackie and John hate him.
No, that's not the reason.
That's what he said.
Take a limo.
I'll pick you up better than a limo.
My father only
You're
dreams.
not going to come?
Ben, could you picture us? We're in the back room. Howard's to the left. I'm to the right, and you're in the middle. It'd be great.
It'd be great. Yeah, who'd it be great for?
And we'd have what's his name dancing in the middle.
It would ruin the whole party. All right.
I don't want to rain on this party.
Right.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
So long.
Dominic's not coming. I can't believe it. He loves to be around you.
Yeah. He sure does. Dominic's actually the size of the whole state of Texas.
So are you calling the Justice Department?
I'm exhausted from that phone call with my mother.
Oh, man.
I mean, you know, she's unbelievable. I would not go. That's some voice. That could cut through like a buzzsaw.
Oh, you know it's not the voice. It's what she said.
No, it's the voice, too. Very sweet lady. Listen, she loves you.
Yeah, no.
She only wants the best for you.
Hey, I love her, too.
I do not approve of that shindig you are going to.
That shindig.
Shindig.
I want to talk about that shindig. I didn't even know what she was talking about.
Yeah. I didn't either. And then it hit me.
Go home and look at your children.
Great. That sounds like fun. Let's see. Go to Scores or go home and look at my children.
Oh, Howard, don't you even say that it would be more fun to go to Scores.
No, it wouldn't be.
But thank you.
Going to Scores today, though, had nothing to do with your decision to not go into the Knicks game last night, right? Two separate issues.
Right. Of course. I don't go out during the week. I'm sequestered. Listen to this. You want to talk about how politically insane we've become, politically correct? I'm reading an article on Christy Whitman, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, they're saying Whitman is apologizing for racial talk.
Oh, boy. What did she say?
Now she's apologizing.
You can't say anything in this country today.
Here's what she said. She was talking to a British newspaper, okay, about young black men competing to have children out of wedlock. Now, here's what happened. They were asking her about some of the problems in society. And she, of course, immediately apologized, which I don't think she should have.
Wait a minute. I don't even know what she said.
I know. I'm getting to it. All right. She was arguing that welfare legislation has to be changed. You know, there has to be legislation curbing welfare payments to unwed mothers, because the out-of-wedlock births were becoming a means of support. And she pointed out that in the black community, there is something called Jules. There's a game.
That?
It's a game that's played. It's played by guys. It's called Jules. How many women can you get pregnant?
It's called Jules in the Crown.
Jules in the Crown. That's right. That's exactly what it's called.
But she said that a black woman in Newark told her about the game.
Yeah, she said, this is a game where young black men see how many single women they can impregnate. Now
she apologized because somebody told her this?
Yeah, now listen, this is how absurd it's gotten. She said, one of the things we forget is that a lot of these problems cannot be legislated away. I mean, you're dealing with cultural problems. You're dealing with something much deeper than a mere piece of paper. That there's no welfare reform that can solve this problem.
Right.
This is something called, it's got to be embarrassing in your community to get a young girl pregnant. You've got to be shamed.
Yeah, your peer group and your family
has to be embarrassed.
And your society has to say this is unacceptable.
There was a time when a guy would get a young girl pregnant, it meant the ruin of his life. I mean, it really was serious.
He had to get married and the whole thing.
Yeah, there's no shame. In other words, now it is cool to get as many women as you want pregnant.
Now, what was she apologizing for?
She was apologizing because immediately it said, you're making it sound like black people are the only ones who have children out of wedlock.
Make it sound like anything.
She said, and she said, this was one example. There is a predominance of young single women in the black community having children. She said, for example, here is a game played Jewel in the Crown. A black woman told me about it. That is played in the black community. She did not imply or did not say that this is only going on in the black community.
That's people jumping to conclusions.
Well, that's exactly what's happened to me.
And they should apologize for jumping.
That's exactly what's happened to me in the Spanish community.
And people like Christy Whitman have to stop apologizing when they don't do something wrong.
Right. But
this is what my problem is with the whole thing.
They're forced to apologize. And by the way, that's why they keep saying in the press that I apologize for my remarks. I absolutely did not. They asked me for a statement. I made a statement saying, gee, I didn't mean to cause any pain to anybody. I said I don't like Spanish music. You got to understand something. You got to say something bad in order to apologize.
Listen, and you know what? If I hadn't said anything, I'd just repeat what I said.
Right.
I said, this is what I said. If you misunderstood me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, that's how stupid things are getting out there.
It's ridiculous.
And
so we never end our problems. We simply keep our mouths shut about them.
Yep. Well, politicians have learned you've got to apologize immediately for one reason.
Well, that's wrong. Politicians ought to learn that we need leadership.
You got to apologize immediately because that gets everybody off your back.
And that, but we never get anywhere.
Right. And,
stupid.
Well, it's just gotten out of hand. It's gotten nuts. Really has. Everything's crazy. I saw they saving Dahmer's brain to study it.
Why are we going to study his brain? Let's study when
Take
it
his
works.
brain and throw it in the garbage pail.
Study when it works.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing you're going to find in his brain. Nothing there. So, what can I tell you? You know, there's another situation going on in here. Robin showed me a picture yesterday. I didn't get to comment on it. I want to.
I was thinking about that myself.
You want to be outraged. Something stinks here.
You still got that paint around?
No. There's something really odorous. God, I hope it ain't me. But, man, guys, you smell it?
Are you smelly today?
No.
When Uzo came in, she smelled real weird, but it wasn't.
No, that was perfect. You know, I'm talking about there is this piece of garbage. No.
Is there a tissue with paint on it?
No, it's not the paint. It's in this garbage pail. Come here and smell.
Oh, I smell it over here.
Yeah, wow. Something.
We interrupt this program because of a bad smell in the studio.
It is so rancid that you would puke. You smell it?
How come it just happened? You've been sitting in there all morning.
I've been catching whiffs. I thought it was the guys from E when they were fixing the camera, like one of them smelled.
Oh.
But, I don't know where it's coming from, but it reeks.
Why don't you just drag the trash can out of there if there is a...
No one would do that.
Oh.
I can't do it because I'm on the air, but I'll do it in the commercial. Well, anyway, I got to take a break. What was I talking about?
You said you were going to start talking about Limerick Nelson.
Yeah, okay. Real quick. We had a situation here. There was a riot. Black kid was found with a knife. He stabbed a Jewish kid. The whole thing turned into a nightmare. They're going to retry the guy because he was like, what happened? They never even...
No. He's not going to be retried on that case. You know, he got into some more trouble wherever he went to live.
Yeah.
And he was brought up on charges, and they were trying to determine if he should be tried as a juvenile or as an adult.
Yeah. All I know is I saw a picture of this guy. He's got a big, full mustache, and they're calling him a juvenile. I see when a guy has a mustache like that, he's an adult.
Yeah, big 5 o'clock shot.
Yeah, big 5 o'clock shot. I'm saying he's going to be tried as a minor.
They're going to send that guy to a juvenile facility if he's found guilty.
Yeah, some guys have all the luck. Hey, anyway, I got to take a break. I got to figure out what stinks in here. I lost my train of thought. The train just left. And we'll be back right after these words with the news and some other stuff.
To the Howard Stern Show. More after this, Eagle. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
I didn't know.
See, we don't hear that name enough on the... All right, I've been informed that we are running so late that I'm not calling the Justice Department today, but we are scheduled for Monday to the Justice Department. We're going to take care of that.
You're going to call Janet Reno?
I will be on the phone to Ms. Janet Reno, the Attorney General of the United States. No, actually, we'll make that call. You know, all we have is time. Evidently, we got backed up with the painting old Easter breasts.
Yeah, you had to do that.
I would actually do it now, but we've got Einziger's bachelor party, and we have to schedule to keep. I got a weird day today. Got the bachelor party with all the naked girls at Scores, and then I got to go home and be a family man with all the family.
You got a whole family evening planned.
Family, friends. My brother-in-law's there. And I got to just walk in the house and put that all out of my mind. And I'm going to do it, because I'm strong.
Wait to hear what you're like on Monday.
Because I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. And God damn it, I deserve it.
I want to know just how you get over your big afternoon before your evening. You're going to rush home, right? You're not going to stay there long.
No. That's why I want to finish on time today.
I think I'll do a long newscast.
Oh, you can. Oh, by the way, you are allowed to go as long as you want. I'm leaving.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am, you sweet thing, you. Unless you're taking your clothes off, I'm out of here.
Yes,
Robin is her book is on all kind of bestseller lists. You should see what's going on. People don't know what to do with this. Gift giving, it's a whole thing going on. There's Easter gifts. They have baskets full of Robin's books.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's
Pass
right.
it out for Easter.
There you go.
Or Passover.
Passover. You know, are you doing OJ first or what?
Yes.
Okay.
A big OJ news. Why?
Oh, you got big OJ news? Like new news?
Well, you know, the cross-examination of poor Dennis Fung has really been a mess, and they are going to have to try to resurrect him. You know, much like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think it's been a mess.
To rebuild his credibility and bring him up from the ashes of his cross-examination by this Barry Scheck.
I don't think it's been a mess. I am one of the few people, maybe I just don't get it, but I'm going to tell you something. I think it is more damaging to OJ what Dennis Fung has said.
Well, nobody's pointed that out
yet. And the point is that when contamination occurs, if OJ's blood was there, it would probably not be able to be read. It would get screwed up.
Yet you'd expect no result as opposed to an OJ result if all these mistakes were being made.
And you know what's funny? There's not a person I know on their job. I mean, you've seen it on this show. Whatever person I give a job to, they screw it up. Gangie's supposed to get me David Letterman taped every night, and Jay Leno. He tapes all late-night television for me. I never watch it. I asked him for it once. So yesterday I say to him, hey, let me see David Letterman. I want to see Drew Barrymore take her clothes off.
Mm-hmm.
She did a little dance on the desk. It was okay. He's there. He's going through the uh-oh, I forgot about daylight savings time. So the second time that I've ever asked him for a Letterman or Leno show.
And let me just point out that this is his job.
Yeah, this is his job. Just to tape. He comes to my house, sets the recorders, and tapes these shows.
And it's been at least a week since daylight savings time went into effect.
Yeah. So again, but my point is, there are so many people out there who do their jobs inefficiently, except for me and Robin, really. And I got to tell you something, that Dennis Fung, for the amount of time he had on this case, the pandemonium that sets forth, he comes in. What did he do? He put the glove on the blanket? Ah, for Christ's sake. Was Ganji, the glove would have been in the garbage.
That won't turn it into OJ's blood.
Right, exactly. And that's the point. It won't turn it into OJ's blood. Let me say something about this jury, because this juror came on. It's disgusting what goes on. She's obviously caught up in some race war, this woman.
I can't believe the things I'm hearing now. They released the transcript of Judge Ito's conversation with this woman.
Yeah.
And now I'm hearing that you got white people who don't want to be with the black people, and they didn't like being outvoted for the TV movies, so they set up 2 separate rooms, and then they didn't like exercising with black people.
I don't understand
So there was another exercise. Yeah. Who could get involved in all of these things?
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be sitting on a jury. I have a solution, though. Because blacks and whites can't get together on this jury, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask.
Just already declare this a hung jury, because obviously these people cannot agree. I don't know why we're continuing. This is a tainted jury if these things are true.
I want my sponsors to step forward, and first of all, in this day and age, why each juror doesn't have, you know, when you go to a hotel, you go to the cheapest hotel, they got a TV and a VCR in the room.
I was going to say that. I don't know why they're making these people do everything together.
This is Hollywood. Have the studio send over a couple of copies of movies. Let them all sit in their own separate room. I got news for you. My sister and I had to share a TV.
It's horrible.
It was awful. I don't care if you're black and white. It is impossible to share a TV.
I remember one of the biggest fights my brother and I ever
Over
had
the TV.
was over the TV.
So what we'll do is you get a TV in every room. You don't have to have it cable or anything put in an antenna, so they can't get regular outside television.
All they
get is the VCR.
VCR, and it's only a player.
It really isn't a race issue, TV. TV is just, people like to watch different things and
In
be
my
alone.
own home, I have more than one television because I might not want to watch what I'm watching in another room.
Braggart. And we'll get 20 copies of each recent movie from these stupid movie studios who are always looking to do good. And I'll even get CD players in each room. They can sit there and listen to records.
But you know what killed me? I said to you, we've got sheriff's deputies who I'm sure are very nice men, but they are not capable of solving these kind of social problems.
No. There's a woman who can't.
Why are they in charge of making sure these people all get along?
Yeah, I saw on TV. The Caucasians, they would get the movies first. And as you say, why couldn't she step into the Caucasian room and watch the TV? What, they would have thrown her out?
I mean, was it the Caucasian room, or did they just set up one room and you all stayed in the other?
Right. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but go ahead. You're talking about OJ. Forget about that jury.
But I'm telling you, the jury will never be able to come to a verdict.
Agreed.
They're already voting along racial lines on everything.
Agreed. Agreed. You hear what I said?
Okay. Now we're arguing.
We know so much.
Just wait till I tell you my other big news of the day.
Uh-oh. You're not stepping on my face again, are you?
No.
I think you were jogging on my face.
No, it has nothing to do with me.
You never relapsed, did you?
We're talking about intellect, and I'm going to blow everybody out of the water today when they're thinking about how smart they are.
Okay.
But anyway.
OJ.
Dennis Fung on the stand, Barry Scheck tore him apart in cross-examination. By the time Barry got finished with Dennis, he didn't know what he had done during that investigation at the crime scene. Here is a little bit of the testimony or the cross-examination yesterday.
When you handed her that black plastic bag, did you say to her, Miss Mazzola, here's a black plastic bag, and inside it is a gray manila envelope with Mr. Simpson's blood sample. Did you tell her that?
Foundation, personal knowledge. Oh, I didn't tell her that. Or I don't remember telling her that. Or I don't remember saying anything like that.
Is this a multiple choice?
All I know is they should have had Cato collect the evidence because he knows how to answer a question. It's like, well, yeah, because I wanted to, and that is right.
Could you ask me the question again? What'd you ask? No, this guy just gave 3 answers to one question.
It's the Scheck and Fung show. Schecky Fung.
He doesn't know what to say anymore.
Well, he's just a really lousy witness. He doesn't know how to,
I don't know.
bend
Did
the
they
truth.
ever talk to him at all about what he'd have to testify to?
He's just really bad at it.
Because he just seemed completely unprepared for what was going to happen. And everybody, all of the experts have pointed out that the prosecution should have dealt with this long before they got to this cross-examination. They should have addressed these issues. They should have seen the weaknesses in his testimony and taken care of it before Barry Scheck could get a hold of this guy.
Hey, Marsha Clark was busy working on her hair.
She had to get new hair. That's
right.
True. So anyway,
She's good.
She looks very good. What she worked on worked. Anyway, here's some more.
One of those pages doesn't have staple holes in it, Mr. Fung.
That's correct.
That's page 4, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
This backfired on Schecky Fung. Did you know how this backfired?
Yeah.
That's because that page 4 is not the original page 4.
That's apparent to me now, yes?
That's because you got rid of the original page 4. Isn't that true, Mr. Fung?
That's not true.
That's because it had the wrong time on it. Isn't that true?
If it had the wrong time, no, that's not true.
And you know what it turned out?
What?
They found the page. He had it just in the wrong order. It all backfired on Scheck. That was the big thing yesterday.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Scheck, he got him, right? He says, it's a different page. You don't have any holes in the page. Then they went and they flipped around a little bit in the book.
And that was
and Dennis Fung said, oh, here's the real page. And the guy, and they went,
Oh, all these people are unprepared. What a mess.
Yeah. And you know what? None of it means anything. OJ's blood is all over the place.
You know what? I was watching Geraldo last night on CNBC.
Yeah.
And he had that Vincent Bugliosi.
Yeah, Bugliosi.
The guy who prosecuted Charles Manson.
Yeah. That was a tough case.
And he made an incredibly wonderful point.
What did he say?
He said, throw out the bloody glove that was found in OJ's property. Throw out
the hair,
the blood found in OJ's bathroom, in his foyer, in his bedroom. Throw out the blood at the scene.
Right.
He says there's no way, even if you threw out all that evidence.
Right.
OJ in the real world, there's no way he could be innocent. Because when a man cuts his hand, he doesn't just bleed all over the place.
Yeah.
He takes a handkerchief or a tissue or something and he wraps it up. This man was obviously panicked and in a mania. He was running around. He's got blood on the door, blood on the steering wheel, blood on the dashboard, blood on the floor because he's frantic and he's bleeding and he doesn't have time to stop.
Of course, because he killed 2 people. Yeah, and the dog barked. It's just a joke. The guy's guilty. This is the only reason that there's a case here is because you got a couple of black jurors who are having a race crisis. They're having a crisis. I
don't know what's happening. It sounds like everybody's having something on that jury. People apparently disintegrate when they're locked up.
No, they disintegrated a long time ago. We got to take a break. We'll be back with more right after these words.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show on The Eagle. The most important radio show of the century, the Howard Stern Show.
What is it, Papa Fooey?
I know you're in the middle of news, and I know we're got an important day ahead of us, but I've been playing phone tag with this woman, and I just got a hold of her. You know who wants to talk to us? Martin Landau's girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
You want to talk to her?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go get her on the phone. It'll take 2 seconds.
What's her name?
Well, why don't we do her Monday? She won't be around?
She's like sort of hard to get a hold of, you know? But I can try to set it up for Monday.
Set it up for Monday, because we're in the middle of news and, you know.
You want to get to your party.
Yeah. And Robin is very busy with her book.
Okay.
Very
I'm
tied
not
up.
the one who's rushing today.
Oh, I am, okay? I admit it.
Was there some kind of a taping problem with Judge Ito yesterday? Did he mess up a videotape or something? Or did somebody in the courtroom?
I don't know that they messed up a videotape. I know a couple of times he forgot to flick on the sound, which is real annoying.
All I know is he was apologizing for something, and I didn't understand this either. Play that Judge Ito clip there.
I didn't really see that much yesterday.
I'm missing whole patches of testimony. I won't be able to be a good juror and vote.
Sure you will. All you need to see is that blood all over the place. You know exactly what went on.
I see you're laughing. I'm sure it's happened to you, too. Normally, what you do is you knock out that little tab in the back so you can't record over it. I didn't do that. And I'll never do that again, believe me.
Judge Ito recorded over evidence?
Yes, it sounds like. I don't know.
What's he doing working the VCR?
You know, he's one of those hands-on judges, doesn't delegate nearly enough.
You know what it is? He's Japanese, and they love technical equipment. That's like, Sony, Mitsubishi. That's why I don't understand why we don't have a Japanese engineer.
What do you mean?
We got a white guy fixing the stuff around here.
Well, I thought that Dennis Fung is letting down his entire race because, we always think of the Asian as so efficient and expert.
He must have been raised here. He seems very Anglo.
It's that American influence.
Yeah, we ruined that guy. In his country, he would have been valedictorian of Japan. Yeah, I think if you checked his background, he was probably raised here. Probably raised by white people.
You're willing to accept him as an American?
Yeah, he might have been raised by a white family. He might have been adopted. There's no way. There's no way he's efficient. Well, Judge Ito's got to be one of the worst judges. He's another letdown to his race.
Oh, dear.
Breaking that stereotype. I mean, here's a guy who is allowing this defense, this Barry Scheck, to go on and on and on for what seems to be about 7 days now.
Yeah. Wearing down the witness.
Wearing down this guy, actually making it seem like the defense has a case. You see, every time they score a point, the defense, they're scoring a point for nothing. The fact is that OJ's blood is all over the place. As you said, this guy Bugliosi said, what is blood doing all over? Here's a guy who cuts his finger, usually put a Band-Aid on it. He's bleeding all over the country.
He's got a trail of blood.
A trail of blood. There's blood's down his drain. There's blood in the driveway. There's blood in the Bronco. Why is this man bleeding so much? He's like a woman with a period.
Have you ever let a cut go so long?
Never. So the point is...
And he doesn't know how it happened to him.
Yeah.
You cut yourself that badly, you know how it happened.
A good judge would not allow this type of continuing over and over and over again. He's allowing him to put this Dennis Fung on trial. He's not on trial.
It's because somebody said that the other day. They said, who's on trial here, the Los Angeles Police Department or OJ Simpson?
It is simply a case of a judge who is allowing the defense to carry on way too much. Way too much. In other words, it's not relevant. You made the point once. You allow him to make the point. But 27 hours of this? All right, so Dennis Fung didn't have holes in his notebook. What are you saying? Are you saying Dennis Fung was involved in a conspiracy to hide evidence and to frame O.J. Simpson? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they've raised that issue.
Yeah, and the jury believes it because the jury does not trust police.
Once again, I will not allow you to say what the jury believes.
And when the woman was released from the jury, did she say everything that I told you?
That juror did. Yes.
All right. Trust me, I know the whole jury. I know the makeup of the jury. I should be one of those jury experts. I know exactly what they're thinking.
This is a very wacky group.
They're sitting there going, that Chinese man don't know what he's doing. Well, this guy's probably the woman, a postal worker. She don't know what she's doing either. He don't know what he's doing. He should have known that the fibers would have blown onto the thing over there. And
let's play some more of Dennis Fung, because there was one time he was he was just exhausted. And he goes,
does he? Maybe that's, let me see. Of course. I think this is it. Maybe it's number 4?
I don't know.
All right.
Do you have some concerns, Mr. Fung, about Miss Mazzola coming into this courtroom and saying that she recalls you placing this gray manila envelope with the blood sample in it into that plastic bag?
No.
Do I have
concerns
about it?
Yes.
Whether she'll say that or not?
Yes.
No.
At this point, yes.
He's the worst witness.
He's awful.
Meanwhile, I saw an expert.
Yeah.
Barry Scheck was quoting from a book by an expert.
Oh, yes, I did.
On blood.
Too, yes.
And Barry Scheck thought he nailed this guy Fung because he put the blood sample in plastic, because in the book it says never put blood samples in plastic. Mm. This expert said, no, he didn't read the full thing. You can put blood samples in plastic for a certain amount of hours and for a certain transferring, but it's fine. Whatever Dennis Fung did was fine. But
also the expert said, even though, maybe there was a little bit of mishandling, it didn't taint every sample that was collected.
Here's the Scheck and Fung show. Maybe this is the one where he gets exhausted.
Okay.
When you saw these series of tapes, Mr. Fung, you realized that you had been caught in a lie, didn't you?
No.
Maybe I don't have it.
Yeah.
Maybe it went by already.
Listen, maybe you do have it here. Let me play this one. I'm glad it's almost over.
Well, as I said, the prosecution will get him back today to try to rebuild his credibility with the jury.
I know this jury is hearing this guy Scheck yelling and stuff, and 7 days on blood evidence, and they're going, OJ must be innocent. I know it. It's because they don't test the IQ of the jury. I guarantee you. How there could be a hung jury is beyond me. But
I don't think
who
it would
cares?
make a difference in this country because apparently, according to an expert, we've all been poisoned by lead anyway, and none of us, we're too dumb to even know how smart we are.
You were telling me about this, that because when we were kids growing up, there's so much lead around us, like lead gasoline and all that, that we've actually become a lot stupider.
The leading authority on lead poisoning and its effects is this guy, Dick Stapleton.
Dick Stapleton? Mm-hmm. You know, Gary was raised in a suit of lead, my producer. His mother.
That explains a lot.
His mother was afraid of him getting beat up, so she created a suit of lead.
She gave him lead teeth.
He's protected by lead teeth. Well, play Dick in reverse order.
You think it's safe to reverse Dick? It happens.
Well, it's a first, but I think we'll be all right if we do it.
All right, I'll play him in reverse order if you insist.
Play Dick back to front.
every one of us today, adults, lost some of our intelligence. We're not as smart, not only as we think we are, but we're not as smart as we could have been.
That's a
We
drag.
were exposed to lots of lead.
I think I was opposed to
Starting
lots.
with the lead from gasoline.
See?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
We're
I
all
was.
just a bunch of dummies, so stop running around talking about how smart you are.
I knew I would be a lot smarter. Because I have a real low IQ. I'm not that bright.
It's the lead.
Yeah. I'm real stupid.
The lead you were exposed to as a child.
Yes, I had that happen to me. Believe it or not.
Let's hear more of what this lead poisoning has done to us.
Have your water tested. If it has high levels of lead, you're not going to tear out your plumbing system.
Yes,
At that
you are.
point, go to bottled water or go to a filter that is tested and is warranted to remove lead.
And what you do
Oh,
is,
that's what you do if you have children and you want to try to protect them from lead poisoning. Now,
what you do is you put your house up for sale and don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone you have lead.
but also, he says that lead poisoning has far-reaching effects.
Really?
It affects the brain. It affects the child's ability to learn, to control their own behavior. It also has some physical effects.
Today I'm going to be with a room full of girls who were affected by lead. I hope.
Will stunt the child's growth a little bit.
I need more time to think.
All right, Gary.
He also says that the leading, that you can really plot out who will be more prone to commit crime by the amount of lead exposure, because you just are out of control, you have no ability to achieve, and you'll become a part of the criminal element.
So what's he saying? That, in the black community, people do eat a lot of... Is he trying to make a racial thing out of this?
No, you are.
Oh, thank you.
Lead will do this to anyone.
Well, no, I'm saying that, they have these kids eating lead paint chips.
Yeah. But they are poor kids. They don't
Right.
necessarily have to be black or
I see.
white, Howard.
Good. I'm glad no one's making a racial issue out of this. Didn't OJ wear a lead football helmet? It happens. The prosecution in the OJ case thought that OJ would have confessed by now once, because the prosecution's case was so ironclad that he would have just tried to cut a deal.
Nope, these lawyers convinced him that they had a plan.
Yeah, and you know what? They're not even
Plan
good
was
lawyers.
to take all his money.
You know what kills me? Everyone says to me, boy, well, the dream team is succeeding. I said, you want to know something? They're crummy lawyers. It's just they're lucky they got a jury like this. That's all they've got. They hit the nigger word 3 times in the trial with F.U. Bailey, and now they hit jackpot with this jury. That's all. That's so brilliant. Let them go up before a jury that isn't so on fire. Let me see how the dream team succeeds then.
Yeah, why pull the race card if you've got such a great case, if you're such a great thinker?
Exactly, Robin.
TV game show host Bob Barker says he may sue his former friend, Price is Right model Diane Parkinson.
Oh, he can't do that to her, can he?
She dropped a sexual harassment suit against him,
Yeah, well, he's pretty pissed.
but he wants an apology now. So he might still sue her for malicious prosecution. He felt very wronged by Parkinson.
I'd love to have sex with her. Even if she would make my life miserable.
In withdrawing her suit, she says her doctor has advised her that she's not strong enough to see this thing through.
She's not saying she wasn't sexually harassed.
She hasn't backed off her charges. And she says she's done nothing wrong.
Poor Bob Barker. He went into a business where he's a game show host. Now he has aggravation.
So I don't know what's going on there. I feel bad for Diane if she's not doing well health-wise. She won't
fine.
talk to us, though. So I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger is being hit with a paternity suit. Some Texas woman, former stripper Deborah Wren, says that her 12-year-old daughter is the result of a liaison between herself and Arnold in January of 1982. He came into this topless club where she worked, and they struck up some kind of relationship,
Yeah.
according to this woman.
Right.
And as a result of that, she wound up with a child, but she never meant to cause Arnold any problems. She was going to take care of her baby herself. And the only reason she says she's reached out to Arnold at this point is because her little girl, needs an operation for a bone cyst. and she's had to seek government assistance in order to get medical help because the child's father walked out on her after he found out who the father of this 12-year-old girl was. He thought he was the real father, I suppose. I don't know. I can't figure this whole thing out. I also read that she has, according to lawyers for Arnold, she has 4 children by 4 different men, and Arnold wasn't there. And
are all of them as famous as Arnold?
And this is something that happens to famous people every once in a while. They just get somebody who calls or writes and says, hey, guess what? I had your child. They say Arnold wasn't even in the place that she's talking about or the town on the dates that she mentions. So this woman wants Arnold to take a DNA test.
Yeah.
And she says there are many, many physical similarities between Arnold and her daughter. She has Arnold's blue eyes.
Oh, that'll about prove it.
And this dimple, the same dimple that Arnold has at the base of his spine.
I hear the kid has the accent, too. Hello there, Daddy. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
So where were we?
Oh, I was going to give you a little spelling quiz.
Go ahead. You want to test each guy?
No, just one word.
Go ahead.
Whoever can spell it,
I'll spell
buzz
it.
in first.
I'll buzz.
Gonorrhea.
All right, G-H. I'm wrong already?
Yes.
All right, let me try again.
Next
Let me start again. G-O-N. I was thinking of the Ghana, G-H-A-N-A. But, all right, gonorrhea. You ready? I happen to be the world spelling bee champion. Let me just write it down.
Oh, you're writing.
Yeah, well, come on.
They don't do that in spelling bees.
G-O-N. G-O-N. Gonorrhea.
That's not the whole word, Howard.
That's the abbreviation. I don't know how to spell it. Do you know how to spell it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
He's had it.
G-O... That's right. Would you have a yellow discharge?
Gonorrhea.
Very good, Jackie.
Well, have you actually had it?
No. I don't know how...
You know what? I have never seen the symptoms of gonorrhea. I've never had a venereal disease because I have no sex life.
But you did think once that you did.
Yeah, because I was run down. I thought maybe I'd picked one up. But anyway, one of the interns back there had a human sexuality book. Because colleges now offer this course called Human Sexuality. And all it is like they have you squat over a mirror and look at your own genitals.
Right.
Because most people have never done that. And you know what? I could care less if they've never done it. They have women and men squat over a mirror. That's the first thing you do in human sexuality class. It's an unbelievable scam.
It's a fine course because the book is you.
Yeah. And you squat, and then they do have a textbook, and they had all these pictures of people with, first of all, I had never seen vaginal and penile warts.
Ooh, I haven't either.
It's just tons of little bumps all over your ween. It's really weird. And then they have, like, people come in and tell you about homosexuality.
Oh, yeah, you have the homosexual talk?
There's some college kid. Who was that kid back there, the new intern who had the book? And then he had a list of all homosexuals. This is a weird class, man. There's got to be something wrong with this. Who's that kid? Where is he?
He's not in today.
Oh,
Gary. Well, I told you yesterday he was in.
I thought he's here every day.
No, there's different kids every day.
Oh, shucks.
Shall I save this?
Yeah, can you do this on Monday?
When I took human sexuality in college, they brought in 2 gay guys, and we all moved our desks in a circle.
Yeah.
And these 2 gay guys sat in the middle, and we got to ask them anything we wanted.
Yeah.
What'd you ask?
Well, I didn't ask
There was
anything.
a lot of dumb questions, and finally some guy who said, hey, doesn't it really hurt?
Isn't it painful? And then they explained that was not the only way for them to gratify each other.
Yeah, and when they do gratify each other that way, isn't it painful?
Then we all hurled and
right.
left.
Gary said they threw stuff at the 2 guys.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, that's right. I'm a monkey. So anyway, this guy comes in, this intern, I don't know his name even.
Mark,
and he had a list of all gay people. Can you imagine they give you a list of gay people? Like gay famous people?
Right, so you can know that you actually have liked gay people in your life.
But you know what the cool thing about that list is? There's no way to substantiate the names on that list. Like, how do you know Michelangelo was gay?
I don't know.
So they just say it. I mean,
in fact, I would seriously doubt Michelangelo was gay.
But that's
Why?
I just don't believe it.
He was artistic.
He was artistic, but he was not gay.
That's one of the ones that...
I'm Italian, so I take offense to this. There are no gay Italians.
He's one of the ones that gays always point to as like a really famous gay, person.
I say. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one to prove.
He guy's been dead for 100
saying
years.
Jesus was gay.
It's not like he's coming out anytime soon.
Yeah. Fred, Jesus was not gay. You're an idiot.
Hung out with all those guys all the time.
Jesus was gay? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
On
He's
this most
sacrilege.
holy of days?
Turned down Mary Magdalene.
All right. I'm not going to entertain that.
Really? Here's a wonderful story. An inmate who claimed he violated his own civil rights by getting arrested filed a $5 million lawsuit against himself.
Yeah, now I read that. Now, you see...
Then he asked the state to pay because he has no income in jail.
He filed a lawsuit against himself. And you can file that, I guess.
He's in the Indian Creek Correctional Facility. He's filed a handwritten 7-page lawsuit.
Let me take a guess. Does his name end in S-K-I?
Yes. No.
Doesn't?
No. I partook of alcoholic beverages in 1993, July 1st, and as a result, I caused myself to violate my religious beliefs. This was done by my going out and getting arrested, he wrote. And now he's serving 23 years for breaking and entering in grand larceny. I want to pay myself $5 million, he continued, but I asked the state to pay it in my behalf since I can't work and am a ward of the state.
Yeah, a lot of guys go to prison and they get, bored, so they file lawsuits. There's a big problem in this country that most of the lawsuits are filed by prisoners.
And they file
courts are overrun.
Incredible amounts of lawsuits.
We are so friggin' doomed. Billy said that he read a book. He's reading some book that's really scary. Some sociologist is talking about how mass murderers, for the most part, are all raised one way, like they all fit a certain profile, and they're, they always say, hey, the guy was a loner. Of course he was a loner. How many mass murderers have friends?
Yeah, they kill them all.
Yeah, he was kind of quiet. But anyway, these guys are all raised a certain way, and they said now, because of the proliferation of our morality and the fact that, parenting has gotten so bad and nobody even pays attention to their kids, we are actually raising
a whole society.
A whole society. In fact, they're saying now, every other house will be filled with mass murderers.
That's right.
Oh, you have information on this, too?
I've been saying this. I didn't even do a study.
Oh, my. Here's a guy devoted his whole life to studying it, and you just know it?
I just knew it.
Yeah, she knew it already. Here's a guy who spent his whole life working on this, and Robin knew it already, just in telling you.
Woman's intuition.
Yeah. Okay. In fact, it's in her new book. All right, go ahead.
A Mississippi jury has ruled. Now, here's a jury that came to its senses. A Mississippi jury has ruled in favor of the fast food company Wendy's in a lawsuit over too hot chili. Alicia Wallace says she suffered extensive burns in 1992 after chili spilled in her lap while she was driving, and she sought $200,000 in damages.
Why is there chili in her lap while she's driving? How can you sue if you're stupid enough to order a hot meal and drive and eat it at the same time? Of course it's thrown out. That's the same with that coffee one.
Well, yeah, I was going to say they're not always thrown out because that 81-year-old woman who brought a suit against McDonald's for their too hot coffee that spilled into her lap as she drove out of the drive-through window was awarded $3 million.
Well, I've had lawyers write me and say, you don't know what you're talking about. That woman wasn't driving. She was in the passenger seat. I said, I don't care if she was in the back seat.
What's it doing in her lap?
Yeah. Don't order hot coffee. You can't get a hot cup of coffee. I'm talking about before this McDonald's lawsuit. You go to a diner, you go anywhere to eat after dinner, you ask them for a hot cup of coffee, they physically can't make it. They don't know how to make hot anything.
At least they can't get it to you while it's still hot.
McDonald's, God bless them, makes a hot cup of coffee. It'll take paint off your tire. That's what I want, hot coffee. I now can't get hot coffee because this woman can't balance a cup. Woman shouldn't be allowed out of the house.
This doesn't know what to do with a hot cup of coffee. She puts it between her legs.
McDonald's should have received an award for having hot coffee, not a lawsuit. Thank you.
Here's a sad story. A teenager whose family was burdened with crushing medical bills apparently threw himself off a bridge to his death after getting a $154 speeding ticket.
Right.
The 16-year-old boy, whose name was Lambert Hillman, was last seen walking along the river's edge of the Monongahela on March 16th. He seemed to be very upset because his mother was crippled by a number of huge medical bills after his father died of cancer, and she was really worried about the financial burden. They had to put their house up as collateral and everything. And so he got this $154 speeding ticket on top of having another few setbacks that week with his sports career and so forth. And he just got so depressed, they think, because of the $154 ticket that he thought, oh, I don't know where I'm going to get this money. So he just jumped off the bridge.
Should have just gotten a movie deal from Reicher. They pay tons of money for a lot of movies I never heard of.
Well, someone did point out that now it's going to cost this family about $3,000 for a funeral. So
is that right?
They surely could have found $154 faster than $3,000.
He should have gotten a job at Jerry Nachman's channel, Channel 2.
Oh, you think people can just walk into these places and say, either give me a movie deal or give me a job?
Yeah, I'm sure Jerry's looking for a replacement for all those people he's got on camera.
Oh, I found out why they canceled me at Channel 2. They didn't want to be last on the story.
Sure.
I was getting too much publicity.
Yeah. You had nothing else to say. Channel 4 did such a thorough job of covering you for a minute and a half that they couldn't think of any other questions. Oh,
well, they're conceding. They said, they asked all our questions on Channel 4.
All right.
Man shoots himself in foot not once, not twice. A man accidentally shot himself in his right foot while cleaning each of 3 handguns.
Did he have all those toenails?
This 38-year-old man was drinking beer one night or one morning when he decided to clean his guns. Now, how does that come to you? I'm sitting around drinking beer. No, I ought to clean my guns.
He's just being a man. Seriously, you drink beer, you clean your gun.
So he sits down to clean his guns. He takes his guns out.
Smoke a doob.
His .32 caliber handgun went off, but it didn't hurt. So he finished cleaning that one, then began cleaning his 3...
Wait, stop a second.
What?
You just said he was cleaning, he shot himself in the foot and it didn't hurt?
Didn't hurt.
So he kept going?
He put, he cleaned that one, finished it up, then took the 380 caliber pistol, which went off.
Let me guess. Does his last name end in SKI? He was drinking beer, that's the problem. Cold gold makes you old, old before your time. Cold gold makes you old way before your prime. So you go.
Sing along, it goes just like this.
Come on, everybody.
Cold makes your way before your time. Cold makes you back to your prime. Which is to celebrate business and just body weight comes out of your beer. You know, ready?
Great harmonica, huh?
Shoot the harmonica player.
1, 2, 3, here I go. Cold gold makes you old, old before your time. Cold gold makes you old, wait through your prime. I tell you, oh, shut up, Jackie.
Let me go on. So he got out the 380. That went off. He says that one stung a little bit. So he finished cleaning that.
That went off and...
Yeah, but that one stung a little.
Right.
So he finished cleaning that one, and then he went to his 357. Only to shoot himself a third time.
Wow.
He finally called the ambulance.
2 times he shot himself, and then he kept going. It's amazing. That's an amazing story.
He called an ambulance because the 357 had a hollow point bullet, and it really hurt.
It really hurt. He should be an OJ juror. Wow, that's an amazing story. That really is amazing.
Beer is amazing.
It is.
Jackie was right to write a song.
Makes you old before your time.
But he needs to add a verse, I think. Makes you shit right through your foot. Anyway, NBC has claimed victory for the first full week against the Late Show with David Letterman. They say the Tonight Show by Jay Leno was the winner the week of April 3rd through the 7th. But CBS is saying, well, it's not a clear win.
Why?
First of all, Nightline beat them both again.
Of course. Jenny Jones beats Nightline and all of them.
Nightline pulled a 4.9. Letterman pulled a 4.4, and Leno pulled a 4.7.
If it didn't Letterman start a half hour late or something?
They say that the Letterman show on April 3rd was delayed by the runover of an NCAA basketball game by about 15 minutes.
Oh, just one time that happened?
And on April 6th and 7th by 15 minutes of Masters golf tournament highlights.
Oh.
So they're saying, look, you didn't really beat us.
No. Well, Why would they run Masters golf tournament highlights then if it's not strong enough to beat Jay Leno? So Jay's claiming victory. Meanwhile, I was reading that story, and I said, that's not even interesting. Then they report what Conan's ratings are and Tom Snyder. And it's unbelievable to me. I think Tom's... Do you have the article in front of you?
Yeah,
Tom Snyder...
1.4.
A 1.4 rating, and Conan had a 1.8, I believe. You know how amazing that is? That means there's a statistical error of 1 point. They could literally be sitting there with a 0.4.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys can't get an... They're unwatchable.
Actually, Snyder's a 1.5.
A 1.5.
No, he's got a 1.4. What am I saying?
Yeah. That's all right. Don't worry. I don't think anyone will bother with that. A tenth of a point. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was absolutely right.
Do you know these infomercials get almost a 1 share? Like when the guy washes his car on TV for a half hour, or someone gets hair for a half hour, almost gets a 1? Do you know? And people say, well, Conan and Tom Snyder are doing the best they can. They're on at 12:30 at night, and there's no audience. You know, the ABC movie consistently gets a 4 or a 5 rating.
Are you kidding?
No, an old movie.
And bad old movies. I've seen some of those things.
Tom Snyder is unwatchable, and the only reason he got that job is because Letterman's insecure, and he didn't want anybody strong on after him. That's exactly why he got the job. Tom Snyder is horrible. If you put a commercial on there, you'd be better off driving around in a truck with bells on it, like the Ice Cream Man, and announcing your product to people personally. The Flowbee beats those guys. Flowbee. The thing that you get the haircut with?
Yes.
That beats them. All right, I'm going to take a break, and then...
oh, boy.
I got to...
All right.
Are we ready to go?
Well, I wanted to talk about Al Franken for a second.
Okay, let's do that when we get back so people have something to look forward to. And listen to this. Yes.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
You know what I'd love to do to you?
Who? Jesse?
You. No, you. I would love to, one day...
Yeah.
Put you on sodium pentothal and ask you if you ever were sexually attracted to me.
You think I lie?
Yes. I think in your book there was one point that you left out about being honest. That there was a time when you wanted me so bad it hurt.
It hurt?
Yeah. And you knew you didn't want to break up my marriage with Allison, but you wanted to make the move, but you couldn't.
When was this? Can you remember a specific moment, something I did that would
It was just a feeling I had.
Oh,
when you and I were at
you
NBC,
got that feeling about half the women who walk.
when you and I were at NBC eating Chinese food, cheesecake, pizza, and spaghetti.
It was an eating thing.
Yeah,
we had.
I don't know. I just think you got awfully close.
We shared our cheesecake.
Care to go into sodium pentothal?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
You would do it.
I would do it. I wouldn't take
Gary?
the drugs, really. I'd take a lie detector test.
Sodium pentothal.
No, I'm not taking drugs.
Because you know what would happen.
What?
You would blurt out your love for me.
You think that I could lie effectively to beat a machine?
Yeah. Yes, I do. What about hypnotism?
Hypnotism, I'll do that.
But you haven't been able to be hypnotized.
I told you what I do. I take a lie detector test.
Really? You will not take sodium pentothal?
You know I'm drug-free.
Oh, just for a day.
Yeah, let me see you take it.
I can't.
I'll do it if you do.
You're a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah, right.
All right, come on, one more story, because I got to go cut 25 commercials, believe it or not.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for around the country.
Al Franken is now apologizing for the things he said about the Saturday Night Live cast and crew with whom he worked.
Did he apologize in Spanish?
No, he did not.
Too bad.
But it was an actual apology, not just a statement.
Right.
He wrote a letter to all of the people of the staff. Said he'd be apologizing to them individually and in person, but he wanted to write something to them as a result of whatever it was that was published in papers.
Well, he's a real dick. His whole life has been Saturday Night Live. I haven't seen anybody else hiring him. And he says in his statement, I don't think the writing on Saturday Night Live is any good. He's the writer.
He claims that they were still reeling from the loss of 5 writers last year, that the cast was too large and not diverse enough
Reeling.
to handle a lot of different assignments.
Reeling from the loss
Everybody had become specialists on the show.
Yeah, reeling from the loss of 5 writers. Meanwhile, when the 5 writers were there, the show sucked.
Well, somebody in the crew got pretty upset about this whole thing, and they wrote a 5-page letter to Page 6 anonymously, viciously attacking the comedian, saying that he was stealing credit from other writers, shamelessly self-promoting.
He stole Guess Who's the Jew from me.
At the expense of the show, and being so fame-hungry that he postponed his late father's burial to hobnob with Bill and Hillary Clinton. I thought that was a low blow.
No.
Father died on December 28th of lung cancer, and Franken says he cared for him at his bedside for the last 3 weeks of his life. He says his father was very proud of him and that he wanted a big memorial service with all of his friends, and because it was going to take a while to get everyone together, his mother said, "Oh, go see the president," and they held the memorial service later.
A likely story.
So anyway, Al Franken getting into trouble with the people on Saturday Night Live because of his loose lips. He's out supposedly promoting a movie. Why does he have to trash the other people he works with?
Because he's desperate to get attention, and he knows that movie's not going to go anywhere, so he'll say anything and do anything. But the point is, why would you trash the people you got to go work with for the next year?
Yeah, you got to go back and see those people.
Yeah, I mean, common sense would tell you to, keep quiet. And especially, I mean, he's a writer on the show.
And it says in Hot Copy today that Shaquille O'Neal, the 21-year-old team member of the Orlando Magic, is dating Arnold Simpson, OJ Simpson's older daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Look out! She's hot. She looks like OJ with braids. And OJ's hot.
But it may be cooling off.
She's got a great body, that Arnold Simpson.
So there you have it. That's what's
Thanks.
happening.
All right. We got a bachelor party to go to, Scott Einziger's bachelor party, very important party. It's a guy we really care a lot about, so we are going to the trouble of throwing him a party.
Who's the party for again?
Who cares?
Good pal.
Good pal.
Close friend.
Yeah, close pal. Has anybody here ever said more than 2 words to the guy?
I do not know one thing about that guy.
Me neither. I know his girlfriend beeps him every time he says something.
He works down the hall.
He's got body hair.
He's going to be one of those guys who doesn't even look at any of the girls because he's afraid that someone's going to tell his wife. Scott, the engineer, can't even go because his wife won't let him.
That's what I understand. Scott's such a catch.
Yeah, I'm sure all the girls will fall in love with him.
It's a shame he's not gone because he makes us all look so much better.
I know.
Doesn't everyone who comes up here to visit fall in love with Scott? Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Get out of here. She's fallen so in love with him.
Yeah, it's just in spite she married Richie Sambora.
It was on the rebound.
Yeah. Go dance in front of Howard. He's going to get crazy if he sees you near me.
Hey, where's Scott?
Rub it in a little bit.
Yeah. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe, Jackie's Wild Comedy CD cassette, only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Jokeland special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KANE. Next Thursday, it's Jackie, April 20th at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. For filthy jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service. And Robin will be doing Jackie will be doing Robin book highlights.
Yeah, my book is available. You can
Of course.
get it,
Absolutely.
all the bookstores.
It's already in its 9th printing.
Go make your baby for your time.
Go make your
sleep right through your prime. Now
whiskey's for celebrating.
Here to give you
Body waiting comes out of your ears before you're drunk.
That's it.
It's an important song. To order a signed copy of Stuttering John CD, call 201-942-OUCH. And if you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment. It's 718-BAG-5040. How's it feel to be so pussy whipped?
I could have gone.
That you can't go to Scores.
I could have gone, but I have.
What do you have? What do you have?
I'm going away for the weekend, so I'm leaving right.
Sure.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, where are you going? Nowhere.
You're going home.
I'm going.
You had to leave to go home.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell.
I treated Jesus better.
How upset are you that you can't go to Scores?
I can go.
Why don't you be honest?
No, I'm upset.
So why don't you come with us? Why don't you come over for an hour?
Yes, you can. I have some plans.
Can you come over for a half hour?
Oh, wherever you're going, there's a deadline if you're getting there?
Oh, if Scott's not there, the whole place will fall apart. Where are you going? I'm serious. You going away for what, Passover or something?
Yeah, I got to get on the road.
Oh, where are you going?
For the rest of the Jews.
Right.
Join.
The Jews are going to clog up all the roads.
That's right.
No wonder New York hates all the Jews. They clog up the roads with their holidays.
What is it, only Jews drive?
I guess.
They leave, there's no traffic.
That's right. Like cholesterol.
Scott, wherever you have to go is probably not till dinner time.
No, actually, I was leaving, right after.
Where are you going? What state?
I'm going to Southern Jersey.
Oh, yeah,
Southern
that's
yeah.
Far.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's far from where you live.
No, it's about, 2-hour drive.
Sure.
2-hour drive.
so I have no time.
I have to be there at 6, so I have to leave at noon.
I got to be there when they blow the shofar.
Fine.
Well, we're going to be over with the girls, so have a good time.
Hey, you have a good time as well.
Oh, it's so nonchalant, like, oh, it means nothing to me.
You have a good time, too. I sewed my wild.
Meanwhile, you have to be here till noon for your job. I'm telling you, you can leave early. You come here at 11:50. Go with us at 11:15. 45 minutes to be at Scores.
Okay.
Look at him. He can't go. You know he can't.
Look at the guy. So pussy whipped. You are so pussy whipped. What's it feel like, man, to be so pussy whipped?
I'm not pussy whipped.
You are, man.
I'm not.
So once you come over, you don't have to. You officially don't leave work till noon. I'm telling you, you can leave 45 minutes early. Party with us for a half hour.
Okay.
So you're gonna come?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
You're not gonna, are you? Tell the truth.
Fine.
I'll think about it.
So you're pussy whipped?
No.
Why are you saying no?
Aren't you?
I'm going. How am I pussy whipped? I'll tell you how unpussy whipped I am. I had Gary call my wife to make sure
Yes.
that my afternoon was free.
Okay.
Because I told her I'm going to be at Scores. You asked. That's your problem. You're fat, you're bald, you're pussy whipped.
Even this 45 minutes that would be work time for him, and nobody would ever be able to discover that he wasn't working. He can't go.
No, because he's pussy whipped.
Oh, you mean
I
should sneak up?
No, it's your time. But you don't have any time. It belongs to your wife.
You're not a man. You're a woman.
Fine. I'll accept that.
But you won't admit you're pussy whipped. If you want to, if I'm telling you at 11:15.
Well, his wife doesn't allow him to say that either.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say you're pussy whipped or your wife yells at you,
I've
right?
done it many times in the past. Haven't I?
Wait, if he gets on the air and says he's pussy whipped, he gets yelled at.
He catches
No, I don't.
Admit it.
I'm pussy whipped.
So why won't you go with us from 11:15 to 12? I know you like to look at the girls.
I said I'd think about it.
What is this think about?
If you've done it once.
Whipped.
Oh, there.
Now, what did your wife say? If you've done it once?
No, she didn't say that.
What did she say?
He was about to tell us what his wife usually tells him. If you've done it once.
It's enough.
She didn't say that. I've done it. I've done it more. I've done it many times.
Look, Jackie can't even help it.
Oh, Jackie! I mean, come on.
Jackie's going. Jackie's pussy whipped, but not like you.
This is a great.
Jackie, you're able to go, right?
What happened? Great joke about this. All the guys die and go to heaven.
Right.
And St. Peter says, all right, I want all the guys.
Oh, we're going to hear a joke.
Oh, no, never
Yeah, please. You're going to break my momentum? Please, Jackie's all confident
didn't
now.
have any momentum.
He did a good book reading yesterday. Now he's telling jokes.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
St. Peter is at the gate. As soon as I hear that, I'm out of there.
All the guys die, and St. Peter's at the gate.
And there's a black guy, a Jewish guy, and a Puerto Rican.
On his shoulder. And St. Peter says, all the guys who love their wives, get over here.
On 92 Wine Monday with Robin's book.
All right.
And all the guys who hated their wives, get over here.
You'll get yours quick. Careful. I got a forum.
He's on a roll. So Jackie's even going. Even Jackie's going. And his wife is totally
He hasn't gone in a long
controlling.
time. He hasn't gone in a
No,
while.
but he's going.
Okay.
That's the point. He's being a man today.
Okay.
Jackie breaks out and becomes a man every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next
He gets nervous because he's afraid he's going to be talked about. I told him I'm not going to talk about what he does. You do what you want to do.
The next one.
You walk in there. I don't tell what guys do in there.
It's like a secret society.
It's
You
a
guys
boys
keep
club.
each other's confidence.
I don't do anything anyway, so what is there's no
Exactly.
problem
You're
here.
just going to go there and eat something and take a look.
That's right.
Eat something.
Looks like you'll eat a lot.
I'll go for a free meal, and
That's all.
I will be at the next one.
Oh, you can't. Why can't you go today between
Why?
11 and
11:15?
Because my wife has my genitals.
Who told you that?
Why can't you go from 11:15 to 12?
I got work to do.
Okay. Well, all right. I'd like to see that.
That's the first.
Finally.
What?
That's a first is right.
Are you doing a lot of spots?
Yeah. Okay. I'm coming right back. All right.
There you go.
All right, good. All right. We got to go. I'll see you. Whatever.
Monday.
Right.
I'll hear about the big party.
That's good. I'm going to Scores.
All right.
So you, honey.
Hey, are these microphones up? Hey, I'm going. I just didn't want to say it on the air.
And I'm also going to go on Prodigy.
By myself.
Is Mike on? Oh, of course not.
Oh, we done?
Which is a bigger crime?
Yeah, which is a bigger crime, going to Scores or going on Prodigy yourself?
There are.
Do they have a computer at Scores?
Imagine he goes to Scores.
There's no crime.
Because I know every time he's on Prodigy, he's got somebody over his shoulder.
No, not true.
Wouldn't that be great if we set up a computer at Scores and Scott's on the computer while there's naked girls in the room?
Oh, you're top, honey.
We should make a little dummy of like a head looking over his shoulder.
Yeah. Somebody walks in, he has to wear it.
That's why we always have a head on Scott's shoulder.
I don't know what... For the E-camera.
Okay. Just put the OJ head right there.
You're funny, Scott. All right, we'll see you on Monday.
The only rock station in Dallas-Fort Worth, 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 in